ene ya hyase chabodwafo no aye krado so aye krado nsi nyina e ba badwundwun Ghana ho ena no pe Honorable Michael Amoku MC atwoma nwabieja ena ofiri na oba Honorable Fusini Donko former DC secretary Afram Plains ena minua lawyer ni Okumasi private legal practitioner one day onanga said in Glimo for 20 years and more ena wa practice law your friend lawyer Kwame Adofo pen inform you saying na no pe o ma jepene also seat no 0265170336 0265170336 now heal the world ye heal the world now you catch us a Ministry of Health and a Ghana Health Service any o ma boafo nyina eguso e boy enkai say COVID-19 no enya dia ekro edaso ewo ho nti abusua se wo yobi a wedi mfie dunum ekwa ebredu se won so no ukoko wo panie se wo yinimo se wo yoba wo ma ye kan say abofra nofo a ni nyina no se soko na akoko wo panie bi enkra na kire say nipa pem na so far wo mo awo panie ni bi aboa ama sa COVID-19 yari le tra na etrete no ano no ekofom kakra na so no sada COVID-19 no eda so ene ye na ewo ho no mo nti bia is a risk nipa bia wo na masase so bia no enya ade a ho eto nti no cases na se be na enko esro no the Ministry of Health and Ghana Health Service na mpanimfo anomaboafo mo kan say COVID-19 vaccine no eno ended the best protection a yebetimi enyan sisi a say de be na yenyare bibribi yen konkoda hospital na ewu ene yare a efasa COVID-19 no ema me haye intino de omo kan say vaccines no safe effective and free the one say wa so boni bia ni ho ene ye adwuma ena yen ton so intino vaccination no ewo ho ewo ba bia make fancy health centers and baby I said that a designated schools Ijaso and bus stations and baby out here ya said that after apetin baby COVID-19 vaccines in America was no intino foul ID card and COVID-19 vaccination card na name vaccinating say would ID card no be out there costalano ye be vaccinate you be wopanie no say wopanie no na say unya so bia enti said the bia wote no so a nearest hospital and I say clinic and I say health facility bia so na show face mask na koso horo nsa e wo semina eni so a etene eno ne yeken they use alcohol based hand sanitizer na fi koso na tete wontem protect yourself protect your family wopanie no na fi ye momode na yembre COVID-19 ase de cancer bo ho ban bo busu ho ban wo panie no na sa COVID-19 yari yembre na ase sankra twin if Ministry of Health Ghana Health Service anyone bo afo ho na omo e dia basa no pay ansa na ye be sha akokwa abonsi yenka ma adasa biante na yembo ye ho ban fi COVID-19 ho afi best assurance enso so a company or aba a despite group of companies you know nkrabata no bako they say no omo den nkrabata bako aba swami na police station na chiwa na omo emma nipa services and I say no more edema nipa de bi ni say wo car obe insure e wo ho no mo ufie obe insure ho baby a ye adwuma obe insure against ija ene no ma bi a ehun ne bitimi ahawo sanso so ena adwuma anaso adwuma e for which my insure omo ono ma IC poso a eba no omo ewo insurance ewo ho ma na emom say opese uhu the best assurance on bitimi ayama wa hu behia say obebo abem penifo anaso obeko omo office no make am Bako Hello FM here but new one ewo swami no ewo police station na chi ho no ma o free 0501 522 514 0501-522-514 and 0508-726105 0508-726105 and the best assurance in penning for any kuta home. Now if you also no almond show a quite a befaso now be bought with Japa dear home by na to rent and be crying a betua when your baby at the home at dom. Ntino the omo kanono best assurance dia omo ho edema ho eno so twemu a best mobile banking eno so ho edi inipa dodo na dwuma pa edema wo mo ye ka best mobile banking ya dia ya ne say best for savings and loans omo product ba ko omo dia ba sa product e boa ma transfer usika if you best point account so to any other account sa na boa ma otimi transfer usika if you mobile money wallet so echo best point savings account so and now to any other networks. Sa na obetimi mobile transfer if you best point account so e dey call any other network. Obetimi dey trial bills, abra otifi. Bills to say DSTV bills, Go TV bills, Star Time bills, box office bills, ECG bills, Ghana Water omo bills. Obetimi am ato airtime and now they are to data. E wo any network I use so. With me who balance if you best point savings and loans or more as you there's a what tiffy na bank and I said account said it to be with my checking your phone so and with me as so edia share statement said yet a normal AC coye debit credit pay in nature so what will be abra uncle bank or best point savings and loans almost said you man no we are your best mobile banking and we share the so we are say Akoko your account as best point savings and loans now we dial *277# a face service are making utifi ubenya ni nyina akwa best mobile banking if you best point savings and loans so are convenient are reliable and are stress free you will say utimi do hoto so ne ye nyedin and mawo help ya best mobile banking u phone ni u sika ni o mada roma o mo ene o mu nua best assurance and afi enkra ifi Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health for and omo inti anope yesin kunwa na edi dwumadi na bro ye fred dwumadi na Akoko Abon hello 101.5 FM peace 104.3 FM and memenda anope bi yesin kunwa na edi ebreo
Akoko Abon kokroko ade chibia Ghana man betu pon na gina wo mamba pa wo dwene Ghana ho kane Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana man MPP se ye ne wo sno kokroko a wodi ye chi asuo nkam NDC akataman so okata ne maso CPP se ye ne nanan makoko nyina manyuku no PNCC ye kube ane na magani amagashia ne hunu amagawo ho ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo Hello FM so memenda no pa bia no siampa imukosi nonkro Akoko Abon eyegigi
Akoko Abon yekikim 0265170336 0265170336 say o hwe ye ewo Facebook so a hello 101.5 FM Facebook live on Sabekan with me post to comment ni nyina ye din komo but as usual ene omo mudi o ma wodana ma yemfa ntia kese ne mpaibo ma omo Maxi Akins Maxi Email or Hello FM Hanamo or no enable the branch or working time. Maxi and Ewa happy birthday to you, but Ewunia Simon or say aka Don Simon and a Kayina Kaneka producer cry refi and a Don Simon a crying say and ne Emia Maxi Ewa day Yentia dear Mon Pai Pamau na Yamo Chinkwa Intino bless me. Fame, Don Simon, Enna, or engineer Sankra Tuya Yedebrewi, Maxi Akins, happy birthday to you. Sazuna, Mr. Champon Safo Sylvester. Eke Nana Safo Kantanka, say we are him, just him. Okay, Mr. Champon Safo Sylvester Kantanka. All right, and I would Uma, and no offers for rescue. Boating hello FM your correspondent or Fijako Abre and ye busuani na no Mr. Safo Kantanka and ye wa day ye mon pipe ma ne enchia ye kase happy birthday to you so na mia kasa me wo fast Linda ye Emerald Ladies President di chamso and oba pa Linda na hima wa happy birthday to you lawyer Kwame Adofo enso private legal practitioner or Masiha. For 20 years, he's been at the bar. Here can say, hooray. Already, congratulations.
Thank you, Miriam Midasi. Congratulations. What can you say?
Money yo.
Midawasi. No, I dream power. Kumasi.
Na me so be busa say e dey be na so ma busa say congratulations. Ni chi.
I said there be a member have ya no o ma me ho kire me. Enti wo ka congratulations na me wan say dey wa ka brofo. Na wa anka ni twi. Dina mvise bia wonim ni twi dina.
Oh,
oko use
maybe teaching pa o.
Oh yeah di. Yeah di pa.
You say kran pese me do.
Na won teach you aka bit ma ho su sa program.
Because say o kran no me do for chi lessons mu kakra.
Kebe boam.
Because o bro for no ya do so.
Kebe oh you kran ma ya di o.
Sa ho.
Sure, masa. What na bullshit 20 years aba na o twi na say.
Ko kono good mase.
Kono good mase. E kurasi school.
Okay, entity o. Say me be o twi text be. A weather update. Until me be kind of rough and watch the buchi. And then Saturday 25th June 2022 weather forecast. I will say partly cloudy conditions are expected over most places in the southern half of the country this morning. However, sunny intervals with chances of isolated thunderstorm and rain are expected from late afternoon into the evening over the southern Ghana. The northern sector is expected to be variably cloudy this morning, becoming sunny as the day progresses. First
was partly
they say partly cloudy. Conditions are expected over most places in the southern half of the country. This morning. Into Ubefa Hongkwana.
Ewiembe kusu. Ewo. Emia bebri. Ewo.
Omana na for southern part. However, sunny intervals with chances of isolated thunderstorm and rains are expected from late afternoon into the evening over the southern Ghana.
And also so say
weather for neka.
I said some them maintain for home.
Okay.
What's a record cry? Yumbe ebeti na ewia epie.
And rains are expected from late afternoon.
Anna share ni mu say issue beto
from late afternoon into the evening.
Na late afternoon we gonna say. Late afternoon we gonna say.
Late afternoon. Ewia nyumre no kopima nyumre.
Kopima nyumre.
The northern sector is expected to be variably cloudy this morning.
Was it expected to
be variably cloudy?
When you share any muse, Abia, if you embassy summer, I kusu takra ewo.
All right.
Yes, Rohono.
Okay. So, in fact, say, oh, yeah, you're far brofing in what picture do you make of and sema omo Kenya? Dear be asem and omo park.
Omo kan. I'm supposed to say no weather no nye enye enyina fa ko. Ebesisa. Ebesati anopa ye sati a ye hyase a emu ewium be kusu na ewia na ebo a ade chino na ewia be piem wo baabi. Emu wasirim ho no de what's it expected to
say there's a chance to say if friend you record no so bit me ato.
It should be matter.
Ewia bit me abona enwuma enti no we dey yem fa na sa.
Master class.
It so obi a epia na wa ye class.
One for the chiri ye.
Oh say so we come one part of the world. This is one important feature of radio. Weather, traffic, any sound man every now and then whether they update you, they tell you say sa baby a wo fe e bia e ho for gesibo ana traffic congestion bi.
Eno ka na nye daily nko a.
Every
ya na nye da bia nko a eye yetimi o focus na ochi any bosumi kra.
Every now and then they
but I say ha no ye bibia politics ne do so.
Yes, some back a crack.
I mo start ye bia na
every now and then. Samuel Otin or Jeffrey informed you for na airport one.
Na say cry you better to no. Eye pa.
Every me dey say information or dem me dey ma me na fufu bi. E bi say afei dey weather forecaster and wo mo ti abonten rain sa. and I'm in coffee. I feel about 8:30 no my share friend na okay you I'm saying so mo na mfamo
and run from maybe a never nay serious enti why are they wo dey cry say why are they my are they so my pass it and I'm in pass it
enye bad
kiya no afa na say uko school cry I try to speak English Etiar ma fires why? Okay. Now, when we Sunday, not speak English. We actually about school. No, we need every home. You speak your.
The weather is going to be partly cloudy and a bit me as but if you're in Brehoko, the Omo can they are always spot on. It's so bit me. It's so say or your forecast. Forecast, you say, lawyer, oh yeah. Untimi kan chinchina twan but if you mre hoko no it so nim say yi na abeko no akobo wonsa akontem and
okay so mutimi spot on
that's
it science I hear you advance you
all right
and I can say betimi to intimi to
that's it
the answer the omonya show be
anyway lawyer Kwame Adofo your private legal practitioner Kumasi from is it Jinyami Chambers or
Holy Trinity
Chambers. And for the past 20 years, he's been at the bar. Congrats. And right, so some penny for a from or bar. Yeah, I was in the a back as a pani yakasa, your fat, your boss, Urakwabana Kessi. Originally known as Stephen Watson.
Obia, yeah, Juman Watimiasa, do Wako school. Why are they?
Oh no, Henry school, no,
amazing. When you're a businessman.
You don't see, and I would have also checked a setting, a two Sabun Kumi, or also a lawyer. Your friend, I'm what I will cook, and the bro for dinner also Eddie Brian Mana. Okay, Michael, I'm well cook. A bankrupt penny or what to Mango Vega, or Benya Quaba.
Because really,
all years I'm.
Oh, the dada.
And you say first name because what tiger check. What tiger watch? And I want to be that.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to be that now. It's what tiger.
Where are yeah. Okay, can you know what tiger? If it was cool high.
Cool high. Tiger cool high. That's right. Mike, can you say
ever call video?
Nice one. Say few more code here.
Oh, yeah, me had one.
Okay. Now, lawyer, we have COVID-19. Also, medical can the Ministry of Health for cancer young one panier, young vaccine, cancer, young hoyens, young mask, no, young social distance. Let us say, yayu, the young fian tunga.
King, I mean, chow tea for you, I mean, brotherhood as a for many, baby, if it and a copy more. I saw for near, I saw from penny for a conference. This week, maybe maybe Sunday.
No, Chinese Sunday difference, we know.
And then remember, and it's not a Chinese baby. And Michelle be a King. COVID-19 was he kind of saying? You say, obviously, I ran a circle. Now, me experts. So be ban also an expert, no cancer, no went here. Say, okay, was he no be predicted, say, weather focus. Whether wiem almost wiem a car set in Subeta or Montino and she won't. This will be banners also expect not so casting Subeta. COVID-19 is Akosra. I don't know if you know you knew she the mechanic say you know, say about Bana mask no, as a stati, as a not social and physical distancing, Sando Bicano. Yes, I shall see. Now, so lockdown be who know in Fabian really. I mean, Pengu, the Pacific who you. Can you tell me if you say now a media man to answer?
They will not, that's how I so see you over here to Maria. Upon Okohiva. In Teso Kofi, by the man, Shifi. That's all the means of Shifi. And if you are Abon, Shifi 24 hours and a BBI me, one Shifi. And Tinam Taco, my horse out. Ukofia, a dadico.
And some media name, almost a car essential services one home. And John my crime APA. And she a holiday lockdown, oh, mammy, ono process after no you
na a lawyer for kind essential service
ani eka ho
sir it's not just say what the fast kukuchi
any police for no
all right
the police for chiwa so be here lawyer entini check entini eka ho enti now can you not refuse them na lawyers there yana
me pacho yeah
na say that the exemption abam constitution was only one profession will move. Of course. Constitution only one profession. Attorney General. Doctors in Kahon. This is one Kahon. Only one profession in the womb. It's here designing and here my home exit. And I say interpreting law, you can find a way. I'm an ambiguous. We are finding exit. I'm a lawyer. And he, of course, you say experts say COVID-19 no Sam Jano. You perceive a 2020 situation in Pew. And he, Obiani so now Emra with this one a boy or money to be she. So I can so Nimra swa at the Sakasaka neighbor. And he, you mean to be awful, some money so. Was why here is a coon. Ipa bre try ni ariane de omo koi enti sempanyifo na hwehwem na so mo si yare no sa amana mu so a enyina enyi otwenyi ado a enyina yenkan homom na se mask ye be start ya sha yenhye yensa distance ye physical distancing na me physical distancing na social distancing manage hu parking enkanka yi ase enchia manage hu pa mu amoye yi nansen king which chasa na o cry oya anake unza but eba na se enchia eno aso otu say uhwema eno cry more modern way anke betima na ka ho anke ye enso so obi o ho a wazo mire chabe na yare ko chabe chaunia was it chap na yare ko na say yare ba de excuse ye die ntmenchia enti omie niso na odi mraso a emoma no kra konkan ma yare no so kra sabrasi sabre die yentimi call lockdown bi because the lockdown sem ba enema say no say enema po
e bi so abra system no spending to campaign for vaccination ya de e bi so ehyedan nam ase so bonk for France so men go panier na panier no ti say but uti na can cancel am say panier wo no na aboa e ma spread na ekofom nti no safo no so e dey na say ka cho ona wongo
king me wo reservation oze
ona wongo panier no so sa nam
me dey omo de o ma no nam no issue but me wo reservation wo panier no but I prefer say me ko kan tu obi asum
Mawo panier no.
Mawo. We won 2 years ago. E buy na ni ye wo e. Ye pia yi na.
Wo ye wo.
Was it?
Oh ye chima bi aba o system.
No man.
Said you see function as now function.
Well. You say they're perfect, but the question is, what about the future?
But says I don't know we are trying to catch it. The future is unknown. The future is unknown. So I don't know.
But who read literature around? I'm for concerns, but
how would you know say the future? Stronger and more active chair.
Because there's many unknowns about the unknown in the future. It makes you very, very
accentuate the positive. For what you course say, future no be better. Thank you. MC. We say COVID-19 time. Me say me dey be pie wo ho. Na o na o hye table wo dwem. Na mo ma ke ho o alternate. O kwa kai. Ebu akwa.
Sure.
Na wo na mo
mark 1.
O mark 1.
Yeah, mark 2. Yeah, mark 2. Na ya mark 1. Yeah, mark 2. Nti wa be fa 1 no. Ya mo number D1. Nti mo no ma mo 2 no be the next friends
the next day.
Can say ever when you say that management a team one production team ase
na machia osonko achia atwa mbagafo nyina ne Ghana na nyina kanka o mampani na adran kwakufu ado again COVID-19 asem de em say sisi de yaka da boda uru bi e se bobia na apobdia so yenso aya ade se hia se esan yiditi no mo ayi straightem na sisi de obi ntwen ka se wotikrom ha na onim ana wonte COVID ho asem ana so ni hu susu aso sisi de one day I'm say ya can say nyina bi hu say just like any other disease no ina boy ho boni ahwi na wo na ekura yemienum say the COVID is here and there na me say ekwa yi aspray nja bi o ken na me say ekwa bi si we di bi fi wa kodi na gese asesa your way of www am say amfa film you know no
say there na asesa
let's say ya bob ni pagina sarati enti ni nyina akɔwie sɛ nyame die ho afofie ama de ehunu ama ahodo so no sɛ yehunu saa o ema mu ha enti dodo no a mu sɛ ne kora ne nyina bi kora gidi sɛ nyini sɛ bibi ade bi wa ne friend COVID there are other people come for so kwa bi kora aban kora fa so kora de apiska aye na de bi enti COVID na sam de yakabi so far de aka ne sɛ nyina bi hunu sɛ ba no de ebe ye ahwi na yensan kofa tibia ye wo ikomu no. It was very very difficult situation because I more fast in person call and crying obidu ha na COVID no chain odi ha be se be boso mi no asana hoko. It wasn't easy enti ebesre say obia so anya hwie obia anya hwie. That's the best.
All right, Honorable Donko Bano about to us, baby, a bit, but my main shall see a few hobby near COVID-19. I can say Russia, Ukraine war making Africa economies poorer. We are President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and someone or also call Europe. Sorry, or they go to. I was also watching, and I said COVID-19. And you can say Minister. Finance Minister at the core parliament Akoko Church na chemu say claims say Abon enye transparent COVID-19 expenditure no baseless which is so minority and so actually say be ya yen seti ku na say parliament seti committee na omunye proper audit and Honorable Adongo also a deputy ranking member of Finance Committee of Parliament. He's challenged the figures put out by the Minister of Finance on the COVID-19 expenditure. Of course, what I say figures now the buy, they can't be right. Now maybe say no so figures be now it's just say we didn't get right. By COVID-19, what the president has said, and you can say minister also so at the Akoko Parliament. Let's just say quite loaded by ATO chief.
Yo, came at the Masada CBU. Can COVID assembly, I'm saying, in Massam. Minority for Asamomo Canon, so media before say a year, Omajuma, or Moyano. Obey a minority, only opposition members of parliament. And opposition, a Pekua, a bo who buying, a bo party who buying a third party in power no members of parliament. Indeed, Omajuma Dio so Moyano, sir, Brenna Bibiano, or say, we grade Hokrana or say a pig near the idea. But this particular opposition members of parliament, and I said this for one Casano, a drum hubo. So what I say, a chassis, COVID chassis, na a bonfire say, begin to Hakra, Nanka, or Mayacas or Mampini, a Kufado, Wasa. And so now we are grandpa finance minister called parliament. Here are a baby in our year and this new crap of Bonabaso. Abayabaso or Quaya, Bafaso, I share on my escasam, and I on my COVID issues. Now, Ken, the TNSA, you call elections 2020. Sabrin na COVID age. Election 2020 ne call, you know. Kamia say, a kwan Ghana for fast so a day a passy o mampany a man clean sheet a born about to say to media the mao in fee and 9-1 obeying why you money na I was hard to side materials and no actually and in 2021 a shade media self Mr. Brahanma we are suffering in Ukraine phone so it was paid a regime and the COVID Nankasa dear be any musu so bonia the braille or maybe share Ken ye wo mu a COVID nti omodwuma egu ye kura edwedifu a sebe ne yakọ amaya hodo so ko fa ko kra no ma e de ba manu han for about a year. In fact, land borders over a year, 2 years, yeah, local all our land borders. When we say Roma 4, the one who go to Kofanoma, because Nigeria, a Kofanoma. Sabi the full Nanda, Ejumedi, a quatri, a say, our bra, na yemko, yema. And they say, you tribukan awa, one corner mano, ebeshi. Eti edi ahunyahia bre o mabia womwa sebe na yaje bosia ye hopu se yankan bia nhemu a covid bae e kwa be na saafo no e fa so e kotua sa bosia no se wan kra usika kra na sebe e hye kra no a e na eden nesi wakwaje bosia wo bank akwaje bosia wo ferifo bi wo na unko na umma ade chi ade san bia so obedidi enti covid asebere de momo aya na omo kase na e bia o ye de akwhye covid ye ka bia na ye akwhye covid saa na omo ye education e kan so bo wakra as we free education e bia be ka bia o free education. This is the reality of the day. COVID to the sense say ye loko ye down na ubia anka sebe kwabrane se kinya wo kọ na obai esi fie na emre wa aduane na di. It wasn't easy. It was not easy. Me ankasa I was involved in the distribution of some food items and the prepared meals na ye de kwa abonten na akọ hwese de nipa si tugu so abonten a ken na I was say a transibute but we transfer be din and then because me my assemblyman for a long time na do be na say wonne ukuhye obi na to ebi apetesi kwata kura ma no a the whole day we call your campaign ken ewo barakasi ekobi enchen ho na be bia me call no school no and more or less school ni fie na abu because you fie ni yento wo mfa ho na school is yento for wo fa ho e kwa den kura be se enum na ho and then am say na nkura mo nko school because you say it free basic no na satana FQ na say free enti ana mo nkura nko school na o so da bi na ye say aju omo canteen na kana nko mo nya anka ye mo mfa body ani atoside no sa na mra na nka teacher for no ama nkura no teacher for adwuma na aduane no so be ka ho I will say say what you canteen ye de omode anu aduane man nkura no nti wono do for say ka ise say ka base kan ka e bia nka ya fa aduane mra se kan no ana ye ku school no a ye de body ani adi kono so ne kan die but na bi say na ye say was say 10 pesos Saturday 2008 time ye be ko position 2008 10 pesos na kese nkura nu no 50 pesos ken 50 pesos intino na nkura TV enti say wo man nipa na wo nipa kwadwuma ye kan se bia wo Eti COVID no die. Eya asɛm a edi oyenni ebre wiasa fa na nyina. Na we television so na hwe sie nipa. Ena COVID ne ba yesu sa no so ni say no obi ntim obi ba wo, obi ntim obi wo, ko ntim na ba bi wo. Sesi obi a bɔ no ho bai. Obi a hwɛ ne so yie. So atase. Na no yi ne kan ba bi say ye Ghana ne ye development partners wo malaria program bia. Sa program no because of sika brofo no fama bio the partners in fama bio jiro program na ya basa when this car every week so the covid
kwaku ntima na ba
just say the kwaku ntima na ba so enti there's no question about it na ye be ye no a be free mu a na Ukraine for ne Russia for so de omodi etentam so na no ya so de opese ohunu eye de ye kan ho asem ya abibrem ha nyina Africa ha nyina the president of the AU and other leaders of the continent echo Russia any Russia amam pegni kudi ngata ho sekebeya anka blockade na wa place ewo Ukraine for green ne fertilizer ne ho kwaba so no anka onye den on lifting us aduane asam so nyane emra from hano. And we should tell you say we are in perilous times. And now you can say there are unrest everywhere. UK for a reporter say omo inflation akwa kudu 40-year high. Baby omo inflation kuduro no. Emfie aduanan achi no mu bi. Omo bi da. And then the same thing is happening in the United States. Nigeria for you say oka oyila Nigeria untwin ka enyi Nigeria film. And now you can say Nigeria for SLI and Yakope oil, diesel, the petroleum products at all. There's unrest everywhere. Okay? Oka Africa had briban more. Kenya for omu importo about 30% of omu wheat needs a free. Ukraine 30%. Cameroon for importo 44% of fertilizer if in Russia. Ghana ye importo 60% of iron rods, nasa iron ore, and a steel if in Ukraine. 60%. Ken so call Joshua and the construction industry no, you're actually suffering. Because now iron rods near tunnel between 4,300 and 4,500. To see, I make say iron rods. Maybe say be the last week or two, but maybe say iron rods hover around 6,000 and 7,000 iron rods. This is the reality of the day. And now, I can say, and one time I am a fool say because of COVID, and can free moon now Ukraine for the moment bobo. Yeah, can say any pa a move every 430 million. I got 463 million. Over 50 million more people. Eba asaba joining the already impoverished people. This is the reality of the day. And it's all over. And the Biambisa say, na COVID in my na Ukraine kono e my no. Na empempe so enia. Ndi ka na fo koto aba my. Ka na fo mini se ka na fo koto aba my. Eno na NDC fo asom ye dia atweapia. Ayeri. Hwe Ghana import wheat. 50% of wheat is free. Canada. The remaining 50% no import free Russia, US, and France. And then uko Europe, Russia for say womo kati womo gas supply to Europe. It was say Europe hono so almost bibi diska bibi ya so almost di woni ekọ hawa which me I produce gas energy. And then obi tima obi. Eno na ma o mampagini. E bia meka se manije se wo de suade hu se o transe hu se enkopem se Ghana fo ankasa yebetumi ahyehyɛ mfidi dwuma ama yetumi adi ho e produce die yen ankasa yedie o man bekoso aye de asi apene. But the president has not hid from Ghanaians. Obviously we cut from day one. Okay. Say let's move away from an agrarian economy to an industrialized economy. Na can say that no aye de aso eni akuma eye yemfuo ni ekua no ne osiasesa na fe ye confidi dwuma enso. And that is how all over the world no o man bi aye den o man bi afa so develop. And so the question I was saying na bi say answer yen akwa be ne ya fa so said the be ya be di on permanently. Ken na me kan ha say me say inflation ko so say den say you see the depreciation say ko say den a the obi e be kan bia na o kan bia no eye de bia wo kan ne ama obi e de odi adada obi afa ni vote na say biasa. And to this extent MPP NDC now we are guilty of this. The reality of the day, no, and the issue, and say we must change the fundamentals of our economy. That's all. Tesa, you can be yada. You can be ya because you know, and no maybe any what no. Maybe a visit will be a no. Ghana, the basic Ghana, it will affect it too. And then Ukraine, a cool is far away from Ghana. Yeah, maybe ya. But the impact, no, it will direct. Direct. I will Ghana for so. Now, so almighty, friend is saying, US, like I say, Ukraine, and Russia, a co-affect you one. How much more say, yeah, Ghana for. So this is the day. Maybe try make us say, and they can say, Sabi, and what's so
all right.
I'm so good, Yano.
Haven't said that. I haven't said that. Young Queen,
yeah, man, Ghana for Atias, you say. And I always were hacking, and I'm mobile on my penny too. What side here? Nanka, Yano, Eba Fanokai. That is one way, Mampenny, or first to say, eventually, no, Babede, Abedio.
I don't know. Now we can't be about Mofrebia or more a crumuna, or say Bayan Kanye, young Fabian, near Noanam Kuran Kusku. Now, say what is a way they may be Nama draw attention, say school feeding. A man will be decided, and I say, Omokas won't team in Radian because now I bind the Omokan. Yeah. Peswas was said to say.
What he said, you'll be a bind this kind of Ebia Bro. I didn't say I can't almost bear one team, and as I say, if I'm not Omoyegma.
Nelson Cramet, Matty, and say, a binomon ye Juma, because
I'll be surprised.
It sounds a scanner, a buyer, no. If you crash us almost some kind, or dear, will be a while. You could do be one near Diamano. You could do one idea. Why, ye? Ama incest can never know also dear Chia and Crawford can. Or Kojiscana, Yadine, Yadinichna, and no, I don't know. The air cosway, and there by nobody accesses can see me in switch as a day.
Yes.
And on a day, to say, a unit did to say medium minimum, but reports I say can so we are same fancy, SM Cocogisca, if he. Se coordinator se why hono na me de kukutua why the G contract no dey amama
e bia nye contract bia
and it say na what you say
e bia dey tell say there are instances o ya na bia dey contract man no bia na bipinti ontumi na o dey ade na ma wadane ama obi foforo so onye it is a switch no se mo ansisa na another account we say more account it is that account no e original caterer na say bia contractor no nsem to say one na anya hyehyɛ ama ono no an switch amana ma wudi mu a sika ba ko gu ono na account so that say na ene dey so nipa
you know say Akoko gu say nipa account so a
ono so yiba wo
ono so be yi ama ono na
enti ende on dey anya abayasa okay individual friends challenges.
Thank you.
I'll be surprised say Scapa could do before and I say Scapa say the me no if I could the third person for and son be no this one cause arrangement on my and I go with ton okoje ade no a with ton say me nya na je me na bia me tukwan nti especially nti wan sama wa these are some of the challenges that we come but so far I think say omo ye no from the municipality there me nya any report bia the last time me free office now mo dey coordinator no what dey
it is ever say the oje contractor na o dey ma me no me fan say ono necessary you trace kanama no if he so decide say on access this kanama wa unihwe can because enya wo
say them is carry one account we could say we be providing the institution account mra it is say
we decide say abetum but on konku yima wa unihwe can
because no wash we can say the one no
most of the time say ana written contract
certainly you say written contract can be dancing
all right mama call lawyer ho na ye hwe covid the president Akoko can we for no say we figures na quite alarming in fact I say what was it indeed the recent UN report estimates that about 70% of Africa's economies are at severe risk of the Russian war in Ukraine in the midst of this. And 18 African, what kind of script in oh, yeah, lawyer need that. I just say, oh no, oh, for Chief, what do you make of that Russia Ukraine thing? Yeah, you say, hi, Ampa. You say, wheat, yeah, sorry, I'm not wheat, 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 or Yankasa, baby. Yeah, say, what
say, assembly sapwa. Okay, say war is starting here. Maybe I have a kind me view about this was okay. Now man for in a mad rush will be quickly you right Russians no what you say them see here. If he say Russia doesn't matter, yet Ghana, yet Africa, it's Russia doesn't matter. Now my position was at that time say a bit left wing, but I was being realistic because Russia matters. Country developed, no vast land, no vast amount of resources, oil, grains, everything. No expressive concerns. They say NATO is coming too close to its nose and ban borders when you're comfortable. Now, Western countries, say they were adamant, say whether Russia likes it or not, they are going to continue to expand to its borders. Now, most of them can't hear. Now, support to almost one who start to Russia. As soon as be new. Nanka Americans so determined say expand it NATO, which is an armed group very close to Russia. Our obvious enemy no anyway. Russia. Quickly near joining Russia near condemn your refuse economy no. So be a sinizi be bowakra na ya catch cold. You have a problem. Because you don't develop your mindset to state say you bet me have formulating your views in global stages. Now if you move now quickly now you are going to condemn Russia, you are going to do this, you are going to yes, we too much money for no. Not today. About no better, yes, we too for okra. And so who say this war has come because the West wanted this to happen.
Said the same thing.
Now all this expansion, why expanding and Ukraine am a candidate to honey idea. What is Hence, Kehon Chile, Minumina Kehon Chile. But US is so adamant, so persuade, or the only superpower in the world. Into whether Russia likes it or not. They are going to expand. And Russia is so amount now. See at Ghana, that Togo. For Obidi, a Chua Besisi Togo, or pointed towards Ghana. It is an imminent and present danger. Oh, ha. Nagana for Betnahoa, Mana, Yadia, and AI. Even if you are Russian, and tomorrow I'm going to condemn Russia. You should revise your notes. Namu say, as some two Americans, therefore, no munya is a expansion na aggressive nature now more towards Russia, because Russia matters. Anko ama koma anya sadia ka wo bie ni Russia for so long since 1991 Soviet Union break here and some separate Ukraine and other countries from Russia. Russia has not been hostile. Now Western countries UK can say UK wants to claim to be a powerful country but because they were depending on resources from Africa. Now Africa is not supplying them resources. Now we are moving towards China. And the UK now it's just living on its past glory. And to me, effect of COVID-19 and the Ukraine war without looking at the whole geopolitical policy, play part. And they say, President Kokan say, Russia-Ukraine war is making African countries or economies poorer. Now, is there any dispute?
It's lawyer. It's say no. All points in say.
My point in say. I no crack. Prodo. Say, here ba. I want you ba. Ninyana say sa war no. Important say. You be man stop on any year and any year.
It's important say. You be ma Russia for
assurance.
Aye dear omu pay.
No. I say more assurance say.
Assurance when they say.
Assurance say. Ukraine for more joining NATO. That will end the war.
Now, finito. The Russia for no pay Ukraine for no year, and they say Ukraine.
I don't think the war situation will be because America for position now taking. I'm saying it's not up to Russians to decide the future of Ukraine. That's okay. We will tell you it's up to us. Because here, my own fatio majina your border. Now pointing towards us. So who will be the obvious enemy?
All you have to do is to fortify your border.
How are you going to do? I don't know what you know. Or fortify the border by making sure that Ukraine doesn't get armed by the West.
Fortify your borders. And yeah, you cannot do it only physically.
But spiritually.
No, just spiritually. And then I can say satellites. Do United States. How are we able to get a French television? So what I say. It will be war where you border best strengthened. So distance be it took
but also on the right to join whatever organization.
The right in this right in the Nippon want you, we your neighbor. You are neighbors. And to the Agnica said, they concern your neighbor, must concern you.
Yes.
You cannot live in isolation. And just as I say, oh, the open now,
net to home headquarters. Net to home headquarters.
I'm some more Brussels, Anna. What in the I'm Brussels.
Yeah, Brussels, yeah, here, Belgium.
Yes.
Belgium, woman who in the bush here.
Germany, France.
They
are all part of NATO.
NATO.
Yes.
And who is the immediate, kind of say, neighbor of Ukraine?
She said, yeah. Obama yet you the open say. She says, a friend East Ukraine. Do next pass my final. So nya ever capture from one. No one rank sana I institute on one nipa. No action. And it is background over beyond a friend say over track. Sa a friend saying new country now. So why they were establishment. And so it's not easy. So with my head, with no pretty from wherever.
Nti the Russia for no. What do we have no?
Me the again the point you mean. Me abai
asema me busa
ono abai ni pa
etu
abai ni pa the position no obi
yes
o di express wo da fama me nya abai ni pa
but the people can say asa
me nya abai ni pa
asa now me mentie wo na se mentie ase because omuko US for you say munkoku you say ye ku ni papa you see omo ni ade na say nra meti ye say omo withdraw mu troops no every year say you say Severely casting omo withdraw mu troop free one after say ya kumo ba ku yi wa ba mario ku yi ani omo ku ni pa ku ya na omo saranda you see ya soja for bears over there was you won is it me tiase because nipa no ya me hunde na be lawyer can say asa ade omo de omo plan say be yes ade say be ye be expand ye factories and that's US for it so omo akodi no omo first can omo omo say you know omo ye no in kind into a two no any supply basa I do never na
me say at the end of the war
companies na
meaning at the end of the war almost abele Ukraine
me tia de nipa ewu what I say nipa ewu
so who must stop the war
yes simple and one to say
that I don't want to say ko na neto no yeah wo
akumiesi ho
ade mentias yo nipa ewu hwe ni student na wo Ukraine Ukraine your friend saying omo afri Ukraine wa baka na ha over 200 or so afi na ye pekwa ba bi ya dey e dey o ma hihye e dey so to omo akara na kwa
so we say into omo the right omo join it
yeah right na ti o ma make us to wo no ofie na tie
no obi bohye
na da bi o so o dey ho ba ya so da sorry o say we dey o say ayi soundproof well abaka to say no right
no right
o botini wonti wo no o pedi a o person prove ayi ele wo fi we say na kan
Mr. Dizzy ene wo hit
it e dey one more media
people so technicians matter say you say there you know me say your sound no your problem kakranti mo hwe na mo miemie mu kakra mai okay
it is now no eye calculated
it from one no be say eye akwochire we say na aba
yes any
akwochire na aba because of this one eye self-inflicted
yes absolutely and it's created not by us by those who want to control
and who are those who want to control
America and its allies omo per se omo control Russia and Russia is not a country that will allow itself to be controlled they say one na no koya no mfi say ruble no Russia for economy no be collapse totally they say so Russians are now their economy is even more strengthened now because they person toil Russia better amount no man can say men share in dollars in dollars share in ruble the question is where are you going to find ruble so you open a bank account there and put the money there so they have lots so the ruble is now becoming a hot commodity and you buy $1
na ni euro Russia for
there I won't come.
I see.
So it's king. They say no.
It's not about oil fee Russia. This oil there.
What $1 no? Now they got ruble. And Jaba ruble no price now rising.
They say omukrumo ni pako.
Yes. Now who's a Krofoko Kiev ni Ukraine. Omuko. So the whole point they say omo agenda no is defeated. Omo agenda was to make Russia economy weaker. Now it's defeated because everyone will say you cannot live in this world without Russia. They say Russia and crude prices. I'm saying interview, you know, so on air and also been on air in another network. I said Russian crop produces 40%.
Now many NP Director of Communications.
Thank you.
Yeah, or the sample. Oh, sorry.
Russia produces 40% of crude. And only a can say, say, 40% is not there. And also, analysis via time your secondary school near the year. When more money chases fewer goods, what happened to price?
Inflation.
Thank you. So, all these problems that you're facing, is self-inflicted, caused by the West. And also, and now say, yeah, and quickly, oh, America, you support to condemn Russia. Hey, sir, and you know, it's all purpose here. Would you America for a moment? Support China. The problem is one. And the young who is a stop war here. Now,
yeah, state venue.
Every year discussing.
Okay.
Every year discussing. Every year no BT. Honorable DC you have. Or suit and they say, oh, crap powers. Oh, you know who ye. Now, more Kasa, Muheni. If it's on a bar. They say Russia is even stronger now than before the war. Internet say the whole objective has failed.
Thank you. Lawyer Kwame Adofo, a private legal practitioner. Now, OPK Ogoso and also say, Honorable Furiata did exceptionally well in giving account of COVID-19 funds to debunk NDC lies and propaganda. And Ghana is working under Akufo-Addo. The finance minister has shamed the NDC minority by giving us total accounts of COVID-19 funds. They should give us a break. Ghana is moving forward. Equalizer, Ewe Buakwa. Teacher constitution will be a more say nobody is going to set up any committee to audit COVID-19 funds expenditure. I beg NPP delegates to vote against JB. Oh, is that what we are doing here? Nanado, everything is increasing in this country. Do something about teacher salary. Teacher Kofi offense Kaira. BBA grew apart from salaries. King, British annual inflation hits a fresh 40-year all-time high. Things are not getting better economically. All over the world. Kabila Achuma Fuase. Fighter Tofik El Kaswa 93. Fighter Tofik Kaswa 94. So the opposition is right to demand COVID-19 accountability from the Speaker's speech in Parliament. The government has managed the pandemic very well. That means the fund has been spent prudently. The opposition should at least commend government for managing the pandemic. God bless our homeland Ghana and make it great and strong. Regards to Abdul Aziz Futa and Honorable Kennedy Japan. Okay. Walanyo inside Akwati, I'll say if NPP messed up the economy in the midst of COVID-19 and Ukraine-Russia war, I don't know how the economy would have been if NDC were to be in power. It's easy to lament in opposition with COVID-19 probe called by the minority. I don't get it. KK Okaswa from American Town, Kinky House, aka Hawabi. Nipa Bakupe, lawyer and address, no. KK from Kaswa, American Town, Kinky House, aka Hawaba. Congrats to Finance Minister for giving us a vivid account on the COVID-19 funds. God bless you so much, Honorable. And Alai Baba Ewo Madina. Also, Ghanaians want JDM back because we can't exchange dollar at 4 cities under JDM for this clueless Nana Baumia administration to send the same dollar to our 8 cities for insensitive and corrupt NBP administration to say they are better managers of the economy. Mama also faced doing so in 2014 Russia-Ukraine War 2. Gabi, a trophy, Budapest in Hungary. I say it always saddens my heart when we are solely interpreting this Russo-Ukrainian war based in idealism. A leader is incompetent if it only considers idealism and not realism. Ukraine needs to be practical and realistic. He has blindly followed ideal conception that they have their sovereignty. Hence, this needless war. We could have prevented this war if Zelensky has been practical and realistic enough. We are suffering here in Hungary because of this war. The world should stop being hypocrite and advise Ukraine to listen to Russia. Afena pro-Russians lead the after effects of the war. Yes.
And don't know what you leader. So the leader with the right judgment instead of the right person who will just be talking and talking. Right judgment, because right judgment you can see the future.
Maybe that
Okay.
Maybe that there was a discussion in the dam or support to Russia chain. Okay, Mama, can some more. Area Kusi was Central Market. Area Kusi say, Mr. President, we have absolute trust and confidence in you. Ghanaians should not listen to clueless and incompetent GM who messed up the economy. Regards to Baumia and Odeno Hukwapia, the public chairman. You're a private chief, or not say the public chairman. All right. Okay. Master Planner Junior Okintampo. Ghana was in a very solid state before COVID-19 and Ukraine war. Ghanaians should have hope in the MPP. Honorable Ken Ufuriata did a great submission. If you don't understand the accountability he did, then check your math well. No more account will be done again. All right. Afe, you share the accountability thing. Honorable the finance minister echo parliament and no one common ED. Before then, ABC he was running away. ABC his nemesis had caught up with him, and finally, I think on Wednesday he made an appearance on the same Kotutuja. Thereafter, say there was a little bit of Ferrari. You say, yes, set ad hoc committee to audit and any normal. One hour them again account and control the coin. ABC he wasn't forthright. ABC he was right. Okay.
No, was the idea again. Chief. Most capacity now to be so here research. And there means over high. What do a month for answer and all the ever high?
Yeah, those a month for
oh yes. Interviews I can see how we will be high as a get one. So Ken and then SC. Right from day one, me maka say opposition for no. Omoduma also my year no. Ebi MPP for crank bi aka. Everybody dey enya na with
ebi aka mba dey chase.
Oh da bi ye ne kura dey ka. So atase. Ye dey ka na kura. But aja obende edwuma dey ahwe mo say yenye na omomfa mra ba mu. But me say Ghana for nim ne ye. Ghana for review ye ho. Eri na si e wo covid yi ho. Omo kai no mo say dey na nsi so ken. Ka bit ma bo amia. Because me ntiase. Na nura kwa de me kan ba bi kura say omo say
Peace FM online reports minority insists Minister for Finance was not forthright about COVID-19 expenditure. A deputy ranking member of Finance Committee of Parliament, Mr. Isaac Adongo, has challenged the figures put out by the Minister for Finance, Mr. Kenufuriata, on the COVID-19 expenditure. According to the Member of Parliament for Bolga Central, Ghana's Minister for Finance was untruthful with the information he shared on the floor of Parliament on June 22, 2022, while accounting for the country's COVID-19 expenses. Speaking to the media after the presentation, the Bolga Central MP insisted that there is still the need for further probe into the COVID-19 expenditure to ascertain the actual amount accrued to the government and its expenditure. And I quote him, "I just don't know how this man, Kenufuriata, thought that he would just come and bamboozle us and get away with it. No wonder he has been running away from accountability and from Parliament all this while. People who contested elections openly claimed that they were given allocations of COVID money to spend, yet most of these monies did not even come as free money. People cannot hide behind COVID to plunder the public purse. They must account for it. And the more open that process is, the better it is in claiming back the credibility of Parliament and the government's architecture we set for ourselves." End of quote. Mr. Adongo and Eka we say. Enti ochese
enti kene di okay.
Said the guy say
enti di okay nyina ya enti o kan tintintin nyina.
Me na me kan tintintin.
Ya mche o kan o so onasem na wo dey tuga. Na say di o kan ya o kan tintintin nyina. O say wan sika na ida. What do you want to say? So what I say? Yeah, na COVID is go, na I feel don't say, na no man pay no call Parliament or cast buffer. Na no Vice President ko or can buffer. Minister ba abeg. But I say, yes, Minister ba abeg say and semi nyina mu say lo so man tiase. Can I me when you me because homono and that be any one man say musumu. Me say even right from day one, 1% ka adi ka ententra ha. COVID de kwa no me say nanka 1% anka ano be brase organ han. Ke ti nanka oman anka ewini yakasa ha say ka kiram. That's what they are looking for. Otherwise, you okay and the Ghana high one enim. As you say how do man pini e de to akwa. Minister enka say mu no. Ena o chiremu say eye 18.19 billion.
18.19 billion.
19 billion, yes, 18.19 billion. Ena omo realize. Omo pegini ko parliament no. At the beginning of the year no. Our command session address no. Na 17.7 billion. Subsequently, omo pegini abeji de chizo call Tescom program ase. Eko kan say ya spend it 8.1 billion. The president, during his sessional address in Parliament, did not speak about expenditure. The president spoke about how much has been realized. And that was, at that time, it was 17.7 billion. Now, and they can say, Minister, no, can say, you realize 18.19 billion. Where is the contradiction? Where is the contradiction? Contradiction. Finally, and I sabi the Bako Kayano, and then the other one. We are talking about two different things. Entirely two different things. Bako Mampini how much has been realized? Skayanya to the COVID. And Mampini be the chance to the expenditure. Okay, after the time I know work as and then what friendly panel? I'm another parliament. Say a choir, a far soa, a COVID scan a board brand. And also possible to say, no committee. Well, say I know your mama a parliament as but did they any did they won't a 2 foot to go among for you know? And I was say Ghana for a channel so. Say ya the end is for a cancer, Papa Biafra, a yabbing. Babi no ankasa woye minority de nanka adi adanse ese omampani ana muntu ana aban amana muntu a utuye eso ani the whole world ye bubu akonta no Ghana eka aman a ye bo maba so se o ma hihye eye covid dumadie ni yi ye recommend say other countries should come to Ghana and learn from Ghana. Ye shall see here say ye enkofa nipa bi free China for na sorry ye NDC fokura na story say hey kwa share awofo bi achi na sabi obata na de back di aye friend say akwantu bi de say de emehye no ena mkofo mro and they say the friend saying the benefit the decision not to bring them immediately no e de bre man so what I say enu achi a de omo ba ye ba bia na sabi ye kura omo hotels say ye keep omo ansana sabi yetimi ya de release omo to family contact tracing a wo ye enuani a ye che ye womo a poverty COVID alleviation fund sky de ma manfo a sabi omo dwumadie omo dwuma akwa aseye all these things eye Ghana fo ani masam enu a kraye a ye de ba be vaccinate ye eye Ghana fo ani masam afi kura do mo say majority for can say the omoka kan de enye committee assembly na auditors asam omo ntibida na auditors we je say special enye auditors we nye auditors na auditors there omo audit ministries departments and agencies. Can you imagine? Naskano eba enye finance minister.
But that notwithstanding, the speaker has directed that the finance and health committees of the house should expeditiously probe the utilization of the fund.
And to say, what's the problem?
Or the figures now. What
is the problem? Yeah, because figures, what can't how much has been realized? But say, and a more You found so this size can
saying
so what are they going to
and
prove?
saying and doing are two different things. It could be say Wabeka. Maybe I know I'm fine. And what task the
Maybe say it's a problem. You want more? The problem you want more? A solution in the end. There's absolutely no problem. So I say, I didn't know. And I say, okay, see, I don't problem. Almost inconsistencies. Where lies the inconsistencies?
Maybe I'll see it to adi 15 cities. Now, so indeed, yet on the 7 cities. Intino say, Okasa, Omo, and Shim, Fiko, on right. But he upheld the, you can say, majority position, say.
Right. That's what we can say. Is it busybody? Busybodies.
We can say,
busybody. I'm catch you. We're busybody. We need ready.
Sir.
Oh, so we're going on fishing.
Now, that's my okay.
That was expedition.
Hey, Namin can be mini Casana.
Uno be you.
Say, I'm for yes. Don't be fast as me go.
Mini
Casana. You go with the problem. So that's it. The problem, no? And now, per se, court again.
Honorable.
So what's the problem?
Honorable. Asema King Yubusano. Abansika. Yespendi abansika. Parliament. Omo huakonya. So mbebusa huasema na so ni huakonya. And akaso me busybody. And our cranks. Enye papa. In a sense, who executive no, who person to spend. But spend you have to be accountable to Parliament. It's a Parliament busa one question. Say I don't know what they are called to jam.
Parliament busa.
Parliament busa no. Also the called to jam. And na minority for say yen set ad hoc committee. Na omunye audit of and some of Abeka and they said you see spend this cano. And now majority for say yen was state institutions and our bodies on yes I don't know. Ibine parliamentary select committee on you can say auditor general.
Yes, auditor general. Yes.
And now speaker say yes. The majority for no can no name no sa kontabuno bebuye no. The parliamentary subcommittee on finance and health no. Womo en shisha asamo kan enu yi.
Ken.
And now we say honorable I will say oh my the cranks and not busybody.
Because me say court accept me make me say court wa me can say me can say
all right okay.
Me so
question you ha already see you want to minka you mama na me minka
that's o just me can say one more busybody me say court wa that come but parliament is different but the point is that obi who can say parliament for you can say sabe we minister we why now Ghana ha na ye de oman sika ajaw na bebu han kweta so woni mu akontable no parliament without a friend saying to me no and a parliament afre ama o why dey aba oni pe na ba wa ba what dia some nyina betuda what I say who you see there are inconsistencies my own inconsistencies where the inconsistencies lie.
Okay.
I don't understand what I say. So what are they going to do? I mean, when I think that came, me blame one. So I say, me blame Sabi Ghana for me blame one. So they got to abandon Kasabi, Uncle is here. Uncle, we could do something.
Who blame Ghana?
Yes.
Only part of a party was almost be called on the post. So one going to go for
lawyer. Oh, yeah, Majumama.
Yeah.
So who be a blame wo party for?
Ken,
wait a second. O kasana me metia wo.
Okay.
The obi a ye manu tumi a, the odi tumi no pe. The ope no odi ye. Ene ko wie mu sa. Eti kwen wan kwa blame am
Ken. Mama can say be sure. Kwame Nkrumah can be so say the party is supreme. Ye ni o party in party no e bro ye ni na so. Nti say maybe ABC party mu a you were channels no I was all the channels all the fashion
oku
say one yes had you no
honorable oku enti che say oh no ususu say the ye new party no the cost of party ye ni mebu a sa na ofa ye
adida
that's how we na channel ya okay Channel Ben and Crawford for what the expenditure no was in me. Remember the blame Ghana for.
Now yes, yes, you are breaking. But because of the larger interest, and that's me, yes, larger interest, me too. No idea. Now what
you about break? Mesaba also view. At this point, Mami introduced the late Hussein Donko. Yes, Tuti Moronto no ma. Oh, the son is yes and for you. Okachen say waware. Yes, now you free. Oh, free Savia Asarius or Savia Asarius no ma. Yes, o gauge bibia from KJTia. Into a KJTia and say any part of the witness if you require Asarius you know. No one free. This what no correct.
This is very unusual.
Oh, that has been the present times.
Oh, we're late there, but not this so late. I had some serious issue with my car this morning.
Ukano was asking.
Ukano
was asking.
Oh, my God.
Now we are. Oh, honorable, we are. Abraham made dream of what the frame be me a dance here. Now, no, Homadao. Now, me have a pay me did. Now, I did you ever? What the opa?
Maybe I meet you.
Miss Opa. Did you want to see here?
international political economic impact no ho ahwani ni nyina ko wie say asempa etia sebe efutu papa bie ni wiase a che say jikakara ti ho fa koye adwuma efutu bie ni wiase ha e chen sa futu no oti ase oti ha nsu na ayo ros na hwan na ni nyina watam 200 million Ghana cedis that edegosi asore dai odi ko wura ayo road factory see e wo Ghana emu say to say the iron rods to home be kwatwe monye busia we na mom expand na mom produce more magana sabi enye nyanza ena ye rice ye friend say cultivators of more Ghana higher sabi bi kura ni combine harvesters jo mahama toba nyina ma na how many nyina say ena ye di sike ko wuram planting for food other planting for campaign ena ke di sike ko wuram a sabi nya aban ka odwene ne manfo no ho no abetra ha esu na Russia na Ukraine e ba ne se na Cote d'Ivoire na o maka ni nyina de o mu inflation kwa na ekofom ne de esura na eko. Why are we not doing something also here homegrown na ya sorry dancy homegrown ye tam sika de ko che David Ajayi homegrown ye tam 4.1 million de ko charter plane kodam homegrown policies na bi no so they should spare us. Yes, Russia Ukraine has affected the world. But every prudent government or join them out for hono or ye niema internally beboye say be COVID the buy ni enkra ni entono ya starting from palm nose mark I just sanitizer organa here. Good, were we not able to do it? Bro, enye 6 months pena bro enye ready. Say be body e be see aba 6 months body enye ready. So why are we not doing something just like COVID brenner ni en kokra ne mamba ni en kofa no man free amanonemba no adentin at this time yes some for sa agenda no pa ubram na agric minister sorry a na mo ye campaign ni ye hwe no finance minister sorry no ada ni ye hwe no minima de kudinche na do sur reshuffle na ba mu sa. The only biggest problem we have apart from their incompetence is the fear of Nanado to reshuffle his government. That is the biggest economic problem we have in Ghana now because finance minister and for say Indian odi into the 2 million na juma dey pay bia na oda sorry no abeye. Otherwise, why would you go to parliament and go and tell this Kokwanase story? And you expect to say yenji wundi akwa mean say what are you going to investigate? We are going to investigate the lies, the massaging of figures are finance minister said that when the penny say ya no is the cash table as no figure for fresh no any dey investigate because on kind of correct it's too good Sputnik V investigation no cry we kin Sputnik V enye no na finance minister health minister ya kro ya be ka kire say na sebi na adwum ka no and no who the onion no and atuna jejemu and okotu esika se yemfa mbra ye kan ya no sorry hu nti o se ade no kra ma nya anto papa no so de esika bre and now be gina ha ka se me spend over 700 million was Sputnik V hu nti say ye kwaya na se ye buy sika na ye wen ade ye nya anto ana meboa. So how can we have now spent money on it? So this same now work can it be pressure and a ban so say ya blacklist no wa anko kan bibia parliament wa anhwa ne budget kra ya approve bi manu bi mu ntino the edru the heading nti ma me nkoka bibi kaka. So he just came to parliament to say something just to clear the barrier na ye dey see ho no. He didn't come to make any account because account no be man ni nyina ya inconsistent. And now okay kra watimi wa kasa kra wo defend ya ban kra timi aka say president dianko vice dianko finance minister dianko wa kra watimi abeka wa ha ya na come to say wa summarize bibia accounts or ye kra no or your accounts na ko see instead of 18.9 billion or your account no ko see your friend is 12 billion. It is 600 million na aka na we 600 million na aka no. He couldn't account for that money at all. Any party high finance minister has done fantastic job because Brofun in the NTSU, so accounting in the NTSU. But Brabaya account on 18.9 billion. Waba Ababa account for only 12 billion. Near boy and some man say why 6 billion I can ever him. And no, when Baba yes account no. Was it that for member? That for you. Say no crazy. Figures now what they buy no no crepe paper. In Kaoya account, you do the account for all the 18.9 billion. And then another better so until you spend it and the akanye. You couldn't tell us what is left. It mean no credit the finance minister came to lie. He came to just throw figures about in parliament as usual. They know he said no, this parliament there. So I congratulate the speaker for directing say finance and health committee. Because Sputnik V now even look at some of the expenditure. So aren't you worried about some of the expenditure? What's your common fund buy? Papa is now say what is the statutory payment? Also, so what you have to Abon some money so I had here.
Why are you shouting?
Am I shouting?
You are shouting.
Oh, sorry for that.
Thank you.
Maybe I sound out it was.
No,
I'm passionate about what I'm saying.
That's why. You make a point. See, now you
me concern.
Taxes is answer. What pay? I will cook. I'm not joining the free. Anyway,
no.
And it's only a kasayeti.
Me point in say the man is saying say what the sikani be? I could just statutory payments to even MMDAs. What is how common fund marry? Papa could na parliament say what the sikani be abra common fund. Also I just say empower the aba. Also sikamai. Akachi akra yentia oka. What am I say? So the man just came there to throw out figures as usual, quote the Bible as usual, thinking say he's getting away with it. I am happy for once. Parliament is standing up to him to let him know, say, Master, this time around you can't get away with it. So old parliament now, okay, MPs because they had majority. This time around it's not like that. So for me, committee ni konko probe no mo twene mra. On the health minister me especially the expenditure on the vaccines aspect no plan hear me kese. Because at the end of yenyen kan wie, menim se yewia. So let's get it clear from that side. Then some of the expenditure they are so weird. So he has to give us details. Say over 775 million was released to purchase Sputnik V. Sputnik V yanka hwasemu. Papa mu so kra yanka so and me say a friend is saying me the sika be say 600 million MBBS ye ba beto aba. Oh, nana do sika de no ane se o se momo na aba. Mo tete sika ma ma wokurum ha se mo ngina mo to aba ma nana do. Na nne wo de aba be kan say na MBS say. Was it not a loan? How many people have started paying back? So mo say a loan. And na mo de madwadifo ne dia. But now 2 years down the lane, they should have started paying back. And I'm so 600 million. And And then we are just supposed to say, okay, for all you know, 600 million cry, Sikani Rusa. Because 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, no much chama man. What is even, is that a proper account?
Unya say. Unya say.
Maybe, na me de fuzeni MPP charge ya me denye bi. MPP government charge ya fuzeni don't call the bed denye bi. Di kura ko brom be yefu. 875 million security operations. Usimewie. Ne ya jia tumi sa ampa security soldier fo be gina kwa ho twa nipa ma kakra bi community yen spirit kakra o say 875 million ebe indikin ne nsam ne de ento asum de say twama wo kra de say o say 763.92 million was released for agenda 111 and then ba kokra ni say be edu fro le your friend say foundation cry yetu edu lentil Baku kureni wa edu lentil on so you are spending 760 million
say MP for Tafo. The say Crambo. Tafo
Asifua Vincent say it be at roof level. Oh hey.
Vincent is quoted as saying that.
Where?
Enti yaw wait me raise Vincent amami amani beji.
On tire be dia wo keke. What you say? I mean, come on, okay. And what as I say, we're disbursing 1.5 billion under support for household programs. Ensure Kania up to now, ECG Krasa Onyan Tia Kano. ECG force on Tia Omoka. 3 months will say ensure free no more no. Electricity say still abayin to Amoka. And so can for that as was spending 1.5 billion. I was idea no. This kind of fine. Easy to say buy the car. Ghana Water Company say 3 months free na ye deka. And until abayin say yes idea. Yen tia COVID levy. Oh, mami kamas na debe suban kurania. Even na brandi. Wo asa na tie. Oh, anatam na you matter. What's he say? So where is the money? Again, what's it? Was spending 1 billion allocated to health response supply equipment relief for health workers. Health workers, some are even crying some allowances crying by. Especially the frontline workers are now. So you have more insurance, you have more when you up till now. And so finance ministers was spending 1 billion on that particular year low.
Nyanya bia na say see ana make say abanso releases car you can say school fee dia obi die kokodi ba bia say ne say eno so say any possibility. I'm only asking
some of these particular
say can this not be possible?
Some of these particular releases are direct releases
from the finance ministry straight to your account.
So okase my releases sika to the MMDAs, especially common fund, me the sika say na call common fund ho. Straight common fund administrator ho. Ho no ebe to ma pressure that's what you know and endi na oche kra o me send ma district assemblies ni nyina. Oti ase e ba ne sen na wo de ka common fund. Oso so my releases sika. See e fa koma e friend say MMDAs. E fa he. Sika na fa he. Ghana Water Company say 3 months now mama ema Ghana for free sika insure free no e ka ni nie aban emfa maye 2 years now. ECG say aban tua omoka enti na omokro omasa ye de be atu kani abu mu e na aban say sa dia 2021 me de COVID levy e ba say de be ya free na mo gi yes ana no free no be gi tax na be dia kotua ka. And so aba be gina ha say me de 1.5 billion akwa kotua sa aka no e fa he ana say kwenkwen besi aba ene kpala o mo che okurum ha no and so ka 1.5 billion no ho Uber check to Jimmy just for 2 weeks and no cry nje Ghana nyina o kumasi nkran kakra bi to Jimmy ni kpala keke no 1.5 billion
to Jimmy no and yes ana yes say and on the price yes say
nenya na emu efu pa no
efu na yesay
o say
efu na yesay
enu kura 1 cedi kura obenya bi
nti pass aban to Jimmy 1 cedi and also the jine say
na me tell say
we who figure
enu kwa keke no so spend o kai your friend say mami anoda committee na no yi. So Fire Akufo,
Mami committee.
No, the one who was heading the fund, the COVID fund. Also, because almost spending almost 40 million on feeding. Kenufuriata in Parliament 2021 told us spending 540 million on just the feeding alone. It's Kumasi Nkran na akra na feed ma. Kin 540 million Ghana cedis. Titi Osika a friend say 5 trillion. So for me, I say what to figures no kwa. And for once, I'm happy say the Speaker of Parliament has called his bluff. Said Debbie, let's go inside and deal with the figures. Because senior, you are dealing with these figures, we are doing ourselves a great disservice. Because how? How can people still be struggling if all these monies have been released? What's what release it? Baby, as you can econo, say yes. There are times somebody can release baby. But this particular release, you see, the COVID releases, then there were emergencies. So for me, can Furiata be trying to throw? A chance and throwing your son to Jew, no shame. Now, there is some kumi crown say by this time, crown, pray you I am. Why is Nanado still keeping Kanufurata the finance ministry? Why?
Wakacho is not happen.
Now, what financial ideas does he have again? What new? All he knows is borrow.
No, Pacho, Tobuasi, Manunui, Pacho for
sincerely speaking, since 2017, Papa Betinaso, he's an expert in borrowing, any day, Yademano. But apart from borrowing, what new has Ken Furiata apart from borrowing and taxes? They pay for Fropano, the Ababu. In the people, we have the men, the young man back up Prampo. Emaniko replace Ken Furiata. The man is totally messing up the economy. Only ideas be a bium. And so still, as I say, Opesika in the bank won't man entra. And it's not helping us, Ken. So for me, idea way dear, thumbs up to Speaker. Parliamentarians mean stable Ghanaians.
Make me say also so open power for party. Until now also no o kasasa.
Okay.
No, sir, no.
Aside semi-paper power.
But you say or please come on the bank. Quite unfair. Seriously.
King.
I say how the okay year now.
King. Me policy is year ma. Me more
policy year ma.
But me more details no.
Can year effort.
Okay, your friend is a Kwesibotwi time. Since when na Ghana Kwesibotwi Kojo Banredu even Osafo Mafo up to Dr. Dufuo up to Akoko say why now tell say obey finance minister of Ghana ne ye kwaji bond and as ye kwaji loan ne bank transactional advisor da. Yeah, who be that? This is the only finance minister or benefits sir. If ye nyina ya kan no to move no. The deputy is also benefiting. We are all quiet. Yes. Who? His bank was never, Unibank was never a transactional advisor. I am telling you on authority. Unibank was never a transactional advisor on any loan. Never. Now, Mr. say, it's one thing someone could be a bank. Baby, so to facilitate Niyama. It's different from say Ghana. No, Ghana kwaji bond. Na me bank na yet transactional advisor.
Osheda is late. It me person obeka say but can't make like cast no. Ma said that man time say.
Any more can na me correcting was side
no. Na me just say Dr. Dufuo's bank never involved.
Always had conflict of interest situations.
Never under the NDC. There was
okay. At this point, Honorable Donko, order prepare to land. Me person beka say na.
Me the say one. The finance minister came to just throw out figures in parliament. Most of the figures are also inconsistent. Even on one budget statements, are in conflict with some of the expenditure now, accounting now.
All right, thank you. Point well noted. Samuel Bryan will have replies to you. Also, what is the duty of the Auditor General's Department? The incompetent minority is swayed up to mischief. Get serious for once. Some of us didn't attend his short Memory Academy because we still remember their moribund administration. Sammy, you are writing Brofo, and it makes very little, meaning to some of us. Okay, he continues. The economy would have been worse under his tenure. President Akufo-Addo knows how to revive a COVID-ravaged economy. People who couldn't manage common cholera are behaving as though they have the magic wand. They couldn't share common ORS to citizens when cholera was killing people, nor tiger head batteries after plunging this country into doomsday for years. Fuseni should pop champagne or Unibank, the first bank. He's lying, I don't get it. Okay, this time I hit the road running again. Jose, King Edward, kindly wish Underdown Kojo Wayomi, aka Wadosti of Bia West District Assembly, a glorious birthday for me. All right, okay. Into Underdown Kojo Wayomi, happy birthday from Master P London. And a Master Red Trophy, so I'll say, how are FAT 2024? Ghanaians should be very careful about the personal attack and NDC propaganda of let's disgrace their leaders and get power, because they did the same in 2008 as they are doing it to Ken Oforiatta today. Long live Howard Compson. Okay. Ghanaians, remember the worst times of the incompetent Mahama. Though we are in hard times, but it would have been worse under NDC. In Nana and the MPP we trust. Gasconi, Etrophy, Abofo. Mami Ajua writes, massaging of figures. What happened to Ghana when IMF punished to Ghana? NDC said it was free. Sami comes again. Brian Boybe, he used his bank for all government payments. All right. Lawyer, Unianuma Kasaja. Also, COVID-19 accounts as was read. When I make moderating program, I am the moderator. Thank you very much, sir.
Moderator.
Thank you, sir. Lawyer.
And then you discussing.
I can't say the parliament call parliament.
Me position in the and they say, Parliament has oversight responsibility of spending, and this ministers can spend BB. And that's a
parliament. And what the car can be grumbled. So what the car can do?
What the car can? And you move home quite some a further inquiry as to what happened. Now, King, it's true. Say, Yema Nkrofo free electricity. True. Say, Yema Nkrofo free water. It's true. Say, you treat a teacher for over 9 months. No motifi. No money jumabia. Na say Kanaba. That's the be Kahwasama.
Honorable, sorry. Honorable Zedako, Obiatra will let you. The D&D. Sorry, why?
Look,
the whole West Africa. All the Indipa Bonini Papa Sakwan. Look,
open once more.
But I don't know about Mamma Aquano. Set time, I need to see. And I look at Kunya appointment to be Kajitia. Those days. I look at Bana was check to say, who crowd we knew. And then Yamia Roma, a Hiana Samia, Namia Bonini.
Now, I give you for nobody.
What that mean? I said, ordinary a camera. And no, my I say it with passion.
So, who the person buy?
Why you nipa Bonini? I felt on Latin way Effie Kinslinya Doctor MP for Quadaso. On Wednesday. I heard Honorable Atuforson, the ranking member of the Finance Committee, commend the Finance Minister for being consistent and candid with his figures. Hussein must know this. Have you paid chance?
I never heard it.
Okay, all right. And yes, sir.
It's true, sir. Yes, Pendi, sir, Sikay. Na Anka Masa, Kenya. Because your man nipa traffic, me akra me gate ya no kra. Nipa never bo me pon from help no. And easy. Now that's what a responsible government does. Into COVID-19 levy by and me happily because I know say, you cannot sleep safely or peaceful when your neighbors are poor. When you are bedding one dance, you say, so more. Almost as you do when you say the king didn't be who you are.
Look at it, it's almost what.
What didn't you be who you are? Because in your job, I feel glad or friend crowd won't fat. And yeah,
me say me no Jarvis Pepra and the I feel the NDC time. We say not no idea crampo a Kenyan. So okay.
Yeah.
He's
head of one of the tax force.
Okay. And yeah, Lola, the gentleman or GBC.
Oh, and your balance you go contra. Now Ghana, your economy is in trouble, it's in difficulty. And it's a book contra. When I visit parliament, I say more makunya. Na omubusa questions. Because omubusa question no munya satisfactory answer. We'll move on. This is my position. Na aka so kabia and kabiri. Me know omo mo yesa yi no nya. Because a chinano na say wo so person obusa question bi a you can say one time. Mo ka say ye busa mo me anya no. Tiesu anya no. Na no ma be na parliament no mo djuma na anything. Ejima me position is say some more questions bi a so Musa, the finance minister did very well with you. He did very well. Now some more further questions, sir. Why not? I mean, if you have nothing to hide, why are you afraid? Let them do their work. At the end of the day, because you know said the wire near crojing, it will come out clear. It's mean any problem. Say Obisu spend this car. And your friend trust but verify. Anybody Judy, that's also verify. But because at the end they know. And your man is sick. And na ye nyina ya dwene ho. Na obika so person ye adwuma. Dede kra na parliamentarians bebree ye. Omo sa akrofo no ye dede no ye mo adwuma no no monye.
All right.
Enti me position no.
Okay, Arawa Oku, Arawa don't go show ye ma.
Yes, you can.
What you
see? No, but the point say, me after them the ntia or man tem na say. Because yes, because one man can yes. Because you see what we say almost shifted post no. Now his TSC and there or question the magnitude of the money involved in the expenditure. They are talking about inconsistencies. They say there are inconsistencies in the figures.
A lot of
that
them.
Government has presented. And his figures now is Kasamna into Tiana Papandia is CNE. And now would now be Casse. It's kind of what Casse or the echo toss put in the Prampono. Yes, yeah, friends, I suspect a die. Ken, it would come handy young Putigama, Viama. The company that they were dealing with, and almost say they had friends withdrawn payment. My cancel my contract. Oh, yeah, company look at say, okay, you're crying, you're not getting your friends, you're penetrating your jai supply. It didn't mean say, young uncle to expecting V. Now, a time because say, any can say, yeah, but expecting V, I am your uncle. I feel the day we move on. Can you imagine this? And now, a more now say, this question, and I say, what is the question? Could you for inflation, could you for? Can tell me, say, yeah, my friends, you are. Yeah, more near mass have free biso. Satam, Cote d'Ivoire, from catches a Cote d'Ivoire for the two before tell me, please. Walk as a man Kasawa. Tell me. Catch me. Free water. Free electricity. Catch them say. Sabrina. Na ye chess anuman. Ye man for free. Na Cote d'Ivoire for na two before no more special. Man for. So that's here. And to know the turn up Kakas when you say Biaka, no Kasa when you say Biaka. Mostly there are inconsistencies in the figures that government is churning out so far. And then my victor hand over Okra accuse me say, me contribute to me confirm the Oka. What I said, they say the president Abraham money to the nation address or can say monies that have been mobilized 17.7 billion. Sika yenya of he didn't speak about expenditure. So that's here. The vice president spoke about 8.1 billion. That was in respect of expenditure. Sika ya yusu.
Then from 8 point something could do.
What's that?
8 point something.
What's that?
And could do.
What's that?
Because I want to. But say other now class 8 point something.
8.1.
8.1. And ministers who call parliament was say
12.5 or so.
At that time, not just emphasis vice unyanya who.
That time now vice a friend say Emma a friend say Emma Nabe.
2022 year.
Huh? What's that?
2022 year Okasa yo.
No, but figures out the money in respect of which year.
All right.
Figures out the money in respect of which year. Please, no. Please. Please. Yeah, can say you. As I can say, agenda 111. Do you know the amount of money that is going into that?
Yes.
It is and then I know you could share a regional political council meeting. And all districts are now we are beneficiaries of this agenda 111. Obia account of what is happening. It is here mobilization across the country for agenda 111. Even for 1 month, what are you talking about? So I say in 2022, figures are the man or more up-to-date figures. He's not giving you update. As well, can also because the president called parliament, state of nation. It was read in 2022. And you know, times I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, Sam says, Chief, Abawa atro ibia brave for say the donko. Na mamen kan na you know Abawa for muti UK or say Honorable Donko is not shouting, he is fighting. Why is he so desperate? No matter his propaganda, he will break the 8. Or say, Donko is not shouting, he's fighting. You are not fighting, you are warring. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Matthew, payment. So if you complain by payment, I brought 2001 before power 2001. Get fund once you have covered get fund the most of the number once upon say when I'm establish get fund. For 5 years, you are not lodged one single penny, one single peso in that account.
Then okay.
Get fund. For 5 years, I'm establishing 5 years, 2001, bruh. Yeah, back power no pay you for back power. For 5 years, you are not lodged one single penny in that account.
So why will get fund?
President Kufo, it was President Kufo who took steps to activate that particular account. And I can say, you're releasing common fund. Hey, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Okay. Shall we now make progress? That's what make.
Now because I can't 18 point a year. Friends say 1.19 billion. A friend say 12.5 billion. It is a diakan 600 na kana. Nobody knows 600 no say ira.
My own account tell you.
No, what I'm saying is so again. Woman 10 cities. Woman 10 cities. Now me spend it. Spend 5 cities. 5 cities now I can make us. It is there. It is there. Was see. You could account for it for us. Oh please. Was see. Oh please.
There was nothing for it. You need the Ira.
Okay, Honorable Donko, any Honorable Awuku.
So
let's agree to disagree. You've made your point. The listening public is there. Honorable Donko, same. And a lawyer already. Daniel subsidize first and the subsidize, we say nipa you know kwan no subsidize bem 1 bem 2
no be pon
third time now pay on the futu ba
no be pon no be
subsidize
you see me can say
NT
say NDC no so we come with free one more NDC.
Thank you. Mami Dasi. Honorable Donko, Mami fast away. Mami shadi yesifu we dey kan ye but I'm said very late in the day to buy. Honorable Samuel Okuje to Blakwa is in the news
again.
First, on the Attorney General. Second, a friend
National Cathedral.
With National Cathedral now aircraft tracker.
Yeah.
And then also presidency was it the presidency can what day you can say Attorney General so. We the 5 minutes now fi ya ba behwe the MPP clearing.
If I'm home,
As some kind what it came late in the day. Honorable could you always say, "Oh no, sir, expenditure na some no. What me say more ma dey ntion. Dear why na just so bit you no. What the work am? And now penny me boa. Dear what what you say want tiase. It is what na
finance minister na mukrenti.
What na di ka kasai. And now honorable don go buy no be can dey. And the wasabem. Still no I say want to was.
That's what
Oh yeah, what is happening with the MP?
Honorable Kujeto Ablakwa, my man commending him so much. In fact, he's saving Mother Ghana. The only way they say, I say, Abana yen who can kebi, Usukrana me yen more, Nana yen kamasam, intino, Okakrana, I say, I'm fire. Because, you see, a bianesana minue can say, Ahunchiraba. Nti Ahunchiraba o man biemwa, sabi. O man penini na pan for mo dwena o mo man for hono. Immediately, they click in the austerity gear. Nti uko o man bia so even South Africa na so for nyina obi try say there will be mitigating factors. Nti se ministers kora no eduru ba bi kora na o mo call meetings ayese obi am packing V8. Ye the bus baba be famo. Just to cut down cost. Nanwi ubeye so finance minister buy can bro fuko to bible so they say ahunchira abenti no aban appointees nyina yet your market yaso akukura yet all say 20% to say. You see, just to psych the Ghanaian up say ahunchira ba nyina entity niam so. Enti se wonya aban a o say ahunchira ba yet titi niam so because sika no akoma sika no enso yen. E na omo di bi bebre yen so kura no omo so kura esu. Enti no ye ho papa ye ti kakra na ye wo ha ne ye mo ho ban. Enti you would have expected say aban bi sa no say okọ ebi o say tu kwan kra na fine akokra wa emre kakra de but he needs his comfort. But there are cheaper comforts and there are more expensive comforts. Comfort ni bi o ha a luxury is no more comfort. When comfort goes beyond normal comfort, it becomes luxury. Enti obi anka say o man penitinchina de bia okwa onkofa your friend is saying commercial land no ebedru baby no ebia baby obekọ no yes it is so charter plane na era ebi o ha obetimi a charter aburu Ghana for so kura ye ebia 1 million Ghana cedis eno kura ye be kasa kura na enye ya te se de wati sika akofa 4.1 million Ghana cedis at this time. Ekofa plena adanya presidency actually say Sadia na Okan and Tessa or kind statement. No, but Okujeto has also responded say your kind of probably lower. Your kind of because no for say I must say or for chartered flight ni free Accra. The MP can say he never said that. No can say or say what chartered flight to your friend is saying your friend is Kigali. He never says what chartered flight from Accra to Brussels to Kigali. No, Okujeto never said that. Read his post. The Oko ni page the house is here when you free ho. What you say? And now, man penny be chire say man fan free Accra. Na emo ni bedru your friend is in Brussels no na airline for the strike. Omo strike inti na me nya commercial inti na me charter bi. Osina onim. There was a point I'm so for train crack baby. I'm for train free France at the bar Brussels. No problem. And I make us say that is not the contention of Honorable Kujeto Abrakwa. One case I'll say. And yes, sir, play now what I had to call Kigali no one some Namika. I am saying that there could have been a cheaper one. How was he going to get to Kigali from Brussels? How did he get from Ghana to your friend is saying France? How did he get to that place? Couldn't he have gone back to the same train to France if those in Brussels were on strike? Was a flight. Oh, Chief. How can you even say that? How can you even say that? And you are saying that I'm even wasting my time discussing it. It was a flight. Not all culture games. That's our meeting. Yeah. Schedule so horrible. Yes. Intino na better than what Timia could do on time. And I made say what Honorable Kujeto Blakwa asked me was simple say. Seka opese or the flight to Fufro, Kigali, there would have been even a cheaper one. There could have been a cheaper one. This is the most expensive, your friend is saying, chartered flight in the range. There could have been cheaper ones. This one is going for 20,000 euro per hour. And only even the charges, direct charges, no. Parking charges, no why even at the most 10,000 even 5,000 an hour cranky. So why go for the 20,000 at this time if you are thinking about your country? You see, this hypocrisy say Akufo-Addo he deserves it. John Mahama the BBC and what would have happened in this country? What would have happened in this country?
All right.
You see, Sabi John Mahama the on the onye nipa. So we are supano. Dinatem zed on the onye nipa. Nanado yedia on the oyohene.
All right. Thank you. And to watch your point with that.
That is the point is that what they did could have been avoided at this particular time on SCSA where ye austerity gear no. It means say austerity gear no yima Ghanaians. No idea. He's living his Arabian.
About 4 minutes.
Ken, also because I mean, I did our check. One. Now, I don't know. Next, I can say, on COVID no MC so maybe. On my problem because you know this before. We build why a year or one more 70 for because I end that. So I say, as I can, Montpellier free air call. Your friends of France, or the commercial flight there, and the coin, or the commercial flight the coin. Or if you could do a friend saying, France now, also called Brussels, or the train there, and a coin, and a could the Juma no hours with you. Or could the Jumano play and yet trot and yet trot play and yet trot so 51 station. I'm not going to one. Now I tell one what we do. I say, trot to you and taxi. See, if you say, don't go anymore. It is a program. Oh, baby. Now I was say, what's another program, baby? Play no one chatter you. And two people says, oh, sign for trains, I buy day. Every Brussels, one by journey. Your friend say, flight, France because a trot is working. And get trot for. So you see, we don't understand everything. And that's why it's possible. What be able to say? Because my could be canty. And I always yanka. That's what you have said. That is what you have said. No, that's what you have said. You see, that's what you have said. Please. Share. You the deeper. Oh, but so just say, Sabi or Mampelino, only Yansa say, and go chat play the and go and chat free. A gun hanko and I said, yeah, all do France no. On Chatanko, then go can and own the program for the machine. Oh, please, because please, Ken, and Casa. What I say? Why honorable? I'm so good to a few best if you and I'm saying no, my yassa. So, share and join Mompino. 20 years on Unions, I say, and can you open Sadia? Said Yamukamukas or the owner of says cano. Can go on Chatham for young Uncle direct. And free Uncle France. No one's fan to a son from Brussels. No one's some famous Kigali. That is for his security, not for his comfort. Security. Rwanda, a boy, and yet, son, no way. The security of the president comes, a friend saying, you laugh for the say, and we an economist, yes, paramount. So, and you train for Mampellier security and toy. That was say, me factory a free hackle. Or go do one. Or do France, no, my bottom man, yes, say. A friend saying, airlines, where the Moko strike. And the commercial airline being a day, and yeah, Juma. Moko strike. It's Moko strike, you know. It's the on your day. More program now. And ne Yamiadum on Rwanda. And it's the guy. Yeah, baby, produce we COVID vaccines, no. More because it's important. Just tell us, it's important. So, and why are now my money a dozen? Say a media, follow me home. And yeah, it is enough enough of this. MPP NDC no say no is trivia. Let's look at the security of our president.
All right.
You say any paramount. It comes before any other thing. Now but try now to futuro and friends say and I say okay no we expose you. What's what high chapter play at the court. Now man pegini you dey why dey say or dey meanwhile you don't know what informs your friends say that decision. Man pegini dey you ko nyina ko gina say man pegini ba be fast apply na dey apa. Okoro the commercial dey koye. And okay say trips are Africa less than 6 hours a year. But the president continues to use the presidential
jet. Okay, thank you.
So I say now it goes beyond that 6 hours a year. You cannot expect the president to risk his life.
All right, thank you. Dr. Kislinyako writes, and I read or say the finance minister said that the 17.7 billion it is mentioned by the president on 30th March 2022 was money mobilized since 2020 to fight the pandemic. But at the end of May 2022, the amount mobilized was 18.19 billion. The 8.1 billion mentioned by the vice president in April was within the context of expenditures used to deal with the shortfall in the 2020 revised budget. And I think Honorable Ablakwa has been misled this time. He should concede and eat the humble pie. Honorable to honorable. Way free. Kwadasu to North Tongu. Well, see, please tell Honorable Donko to stop shouting because he did not account the World Vision money given to him at a front place before he became DC. Hey. Yes, now you more World Vision.
I was with Nadmo.
And you did not account for the money.
No, say, hey, Jimmy. Do
you sit on radio and say
that? So I have to let him know.
But would they be strong?
And money for the crows away. Oh, David, now say this lunatic should not be here. Have I ever worked at World Vision? Since you know me, have I ever worked there? And Jimmy, a friend say, I'm going to press walk. Why don't you just tell blatant lie and expect me to?
I still insist. I still insist. Say, in public speech, and no maybe why they are unsaidable.
Many problem.
It be so.
And I make sure say, you don't just throw mud at somebody and expect the person to respond. When what you are saying is stupidity. You expect to respond to stupidity.
What's what access will be a control. Why you say?
I gave you figures to that. I've went with Ghana Health Service. From Ghana Health Service, I went to Nadmo. Have I ever worked at World Vision before? Yes.
Kojo. When you're the facts wrong. But so you don't have to insult. Thank you. At a friend say culture. Joseph Hill.
Yeah.
On an attack as I was say backward and illiterate. I'm
not insulting him.
But what you said take it and let's move forward. Thank you very much. Leviticus power. I'll say NDC has shifted from e-levy to the cathedral. I won't be surprised at all to hear from the NDC attributing, for example, increase in divorce cases to the building of the National Cathedral. Happy Sabbath to MC Anita Obo. Love Amisa. And Obon and Crawford. Amisco Spelele. The kudos to the finance minister for the fantastic account on the COVID-19 funds. Indeed, the NDC can spare us our ears with their buga noise. And then also social say Obon and Crawford. And Nana Ekiamwabuati Nablekuma Central, aka Dr. Barumia, is coming. I say, Honorable Okujita Blakwa. Okay, thank you. But you see, the dynamic achieve for saying in a Biana way. Musa Abatwa Ewa also tell Honorable Donko to stop using COVID-19 as an excuse to justify. Also tell the MPP man, okay, referring to Oku, to stop using COVID-19 to justify their abysmal performance, because when Finance Minister appeared in Parliament, he had given us vivid questionable feedback as to how they disbursed COVID-19 resources. Nose mask, paper tissue, and hand sanitizers alone cost taxpayer $100 million, and $7 billion cannot be accounted for. So he should be measured in his presentation. While Anjo Akwetia, if MPP messed up the economy in the midst of COVID-19 and Ukraine war, I don't know how the country would have been if NDC were to be in government today. It's quite easy to lament in opposition with COVID-19 probe called, okay. Chief,
I'm saying,
so why yana maybe our channels yana mente hu.
But I have been lamenting.
Abaza.
I was asking we who time be up baby. Yana mi bisa who question say. Honorable Kojetu Ablakwa. Eniko Parliament say, Yonko ya ne say President time be obetrampling bia. On family internet swana.
President. President travel.
You see
tracker.
You see, begin who say it's issues and that's troubles and that's sorry you won't know. The only one is say President Afro play. Hey, mohe. Or chatai.
Concerned about the expenditure.
Nyabotre. Usa ukasa. Mema ukasa mahoto. Mr. Tia, umamin kasa. King. And they say, no. This is me obi a me guard amount for integrity pa because me integrity here me. Tina ukasa me ma ukasa, ne mo do se me kasa. Mami kasa bi. And they say ye pese a say, King. Ye party bi e wo baby. Nkrofo bi of a certain class na eba. Uti.
Meet
But mama afa me ho enye mfato.
Meet you.
Emphasize lawyers ye party and as ye meeting wo baby. No bia eko. Na kwa mi adofo makotena bobo yam. E dey akọ sa meeting nase.
Because we are reinformed.
Do you think what message is it going to send to people who are seeing me coming in Aboboya? And you maybe why you can't. You see, you dress the way you want to be addressed. You dress the way you want to be addressed. Perception in life is actually reality. So, mini amekasa o kasa pe ma kasa. Ti de bia o de troto. Bia no ya no. Mini a o person kire say a whole president representing Ghana. Na say wo ko chogom. Chogom meeting. Common Heads of Government meeting. Now what Babedru ho. President Ghana when you see the chartered of a commercial plane.
Oba.
Transit. I don't know what good anymore as to say. Not the whole president of Ghana, Epa. Was work for commercial plane. And two person which I say honorable and Okujetu Ablaka. Also say on travel on government expense and for business class that. On for first class that. As an ordinary member of parliament, on your bidder, on community. As a walk, I'm telling you, it is the issue. It is the issue. No. I mean, come and see me. We are working on it. I mean, come and see me.
Oh, honorable, please, me what am I?
I catch you and say, oh, I mean, Kasa, no, Kasa, and they say, a whole MP, you have traveled at the taxpayers' expenses before. And when you were going, what for economy? Maybe be able to call economy namdeko. What for economy? What for business class? What am I making? Come and say, unia kasa.
Oh, honorable uncle. So, what can we do? David, Sada usu.
No, it's misinformation. You are not saying he travels on the taxpayers.
He has
an MP in opposition. This is official parliamentary duty. Official.
Why? Official parliamentary duty. At the end of the day, if you fly in business or first class, on government
taxpayers,
it is an person. It is a what you follow the drift.
The point is, he's saying himself or travel via he travels on the.
Yes, I know. Or say on your bidder. San Oka. On cars, there be as some Okano, you know 80.
What charter flight that?
Wafro, we fly.
Chartered flight.
We fly on first class and a business class.
First class is different from chartered flight.
But how much is too much? No, honorable. How much is too much? If you pay 20 cedis as I pay 100 cedis. How much is too much?
The 100 cedis is too much.
The 100 cedis is too much because that's how much you were able to pay.
It's not about how much I was able to pay.
Oh, make a point. It will be so yanadia.
If you are dealing with the issue,
I was
different.
Protecting you.
No.
It allows
He's personalizing the issue.
Okay,
it's not about
let him make his point. Thank you.
King. We mean yakatwa nonti. Ono kasa be mane kasa. Nemu humia. Na eja. Na ne homu ane sole. Debre.
Na oka se beba oka se Kufuado. We pull plug Akufo-Addo. Yeah, discussing
finance minister.
We are discussing Akufo-Addo. You are discussing Oforiatta, and the same thing applies. He is discussing Okujetra Blakwa. Yeah, you say only the only ha.
It's not about
and someone will fight and someone will
the issue is about
and someone will kafa a can Oforiatta hunina. Tufu so ha winibika.
Mini problem.
Odiha. But Okafan who because of a public figure.
Because it was under discussion.
Honorable Okudeta Blakwa Asemayeke, he is under discussion.
Yes.
And he's mentioning his name. Why are you ruffled?
No, the point is Okase or no on fire.
Son or person
it's not about
Matidi Okan. Kwame Tuasu.
King. Say on fire. Business class. And as a first class da on government business at taxpayers' expense. Da. And na neko. Them was what be that dia. What mean kasa who for business class, for first class. It's the president uncle from Trotro. And now go from first class. Is that who ordinary MP?
Never said that.
But you see, he doesn't have to open his mouth and say, this is what I'm saying. By implication, he wants the president to travel on what? A business class.
A cheaper charter.
I don't know Ghana anymore to say. Now, whole president, now vice President Mahama, I will honor no too kind. Now, me mabejina say President Mahama, kwakofa abubuya, anakofa, and same fata. The president represents the country. That's why it is so important to me. Unim Olympic Games, Olympic 2000. I was in Sydney. Now, swimmers. Now, Kwabi, so free Congo is saying, no best swimming. We might have a fair mudi for Africa. Almost see a budget in a 2 million. I say, almost swimmers, crowd, is a castle, sir. She said, oh, she a dear who fell. And you, so I'm on it. Now you're two. That is me. I'm in a classroom. A child. That's a gumi my president who here. Hey, yeah. I'd rather spend millions to present my president well than all this pettiness. You had here cut the Ghana crowd. You just say we don't matter.
All right. Whether we matter or we don't matter.
Yes. Eti minia. Okute tu obetu fu. No good one masi. Na debia president one also on releasing the travel so on travel that or when you ukasa me mama who say they are listening until you don't distract. No, please when listeners are listening show respect.
It's up to you to
kasano
Honorable, there were points you were telling somebody say he is bereft of ideas. Now you just see why you can now sana u feel about somebody. You can honorable I say anything I say a do point beer I say all right sensitive for what we see now program now Umo the over to me a P, Naya program. Maybe anything chief, anything I'm wa. And I'm chief, me part choppy, and no teeth na me wa me then a casa. And it to was Adolfo Patrosi form.
Time also said we should not be giving platform to people who behave like that. So we do president and in bear form. So unko fatotro. No ko chogo meeting. Equal people. Onom kushia. How do you
say ABA so the commission buy?
We'll see ABA. You are getting into the realm of speculation here. Media, I would rather our president turn up in a fantastic suit, fantastic entourage, with very high IQ people sitting on the table, head on. Now, I say, all
right. My kind text messages, Kakra. Abbas Amogobo offense. So I said the current hardship in Ghana has never happened before. No truthful person will defend corrupt, incompetent government. President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia must bow down their heads in shame for supervising this mess. Atamoyu offense was a king. We Ghanaians would never forget the hardship Mahama and NDC took us through for 4 years with the Dunso. We will not go back at to that stage again. Kwame Opasco was our king. The minority in parliament is only chasing their own shadows. They know what to do, but will resort to propaganda. They can go to court if indeed they have issues with Kendo Furiata. From Positive Change, Medina, I was looking at how Akufo-Addo is doing his things. It seems like he has some personal problems with Ghanaians. So he's punishing us. God should forgive everyone who voted for him because they were warned, but they never listened. Martin, where a just Sodomia bro, said, "Good day, King. The NDC man in your studio should know that it's better for Akufo-Addo to spend the COVID-19 fund on Ghanaians, which are one of their beneficiaries, than to share for specific people in the end, like the NDC used to do when they were in power." Regards to the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. George Quatin wrote from Adenta. I say NDC are being hypocrites on this chartered flight issue. Akufo-Addo is the only president who travels for government meetings via train and Uber taxi. The only president who is using oil proceeds to fund for free SHS. We really appreciate him. Honorable Okuye, sorry, so now I would allow you to get back to that thing.
No, please, I'll make it so much.
You took your bite. No. For the first time, Ediaka, you best sign it off.
But again, now we can't say that. You don't just say,
okay, would dear. And or no, what now? The first bite. And what kind?
I just say about
80. Rebata. I don't have time for rebatas.
Chief, just a minute. Just a minute. Come and this is for. On crown, babies with sharp 50s. Woman, a school. Our bam.
Sorry, this is not what I am interested in. Yeah, sorry. It is the next issue we are about to discuss. Your party approving 47 aspirants for national executive position. And NDC has endorsed Dufo's Ahonto project. And no, a 1 year drew near fan sorry, so we 3. Bear 5. When I make sure if you so.
Okay, how many minutes?
Mama, 6 minutes.
About 6 minutes, about 6 minutes of money. What am I for 2 minutes and yet you're not something.
Your person, you know, Memma will attack you will be person.
The will attack you
will be called school or in the interest of this program.
The truth of the matter, I'm gonna hold you say. Sabini people one more. Omu school right, omu free school moano, omu kwa shabemu. Omu masters room, omu kwa iwa bruchiri. Omu pa umye mudia, umye nise.
Waba.
I so omu everyone omu free babia. Mr. You are you on school bruchiri.
Ejuma ben why you Ghana ha? Come you chire me.
Me say you are on school bruchiri.
Ejuma ben na you jin why you Ghana ha? Owi esu ejuma ben why?
Me say me say one more room.
You should now Oye Ejuma or Dankwa Institute.
Me say, I say you.
No, yeah, you are Danko Institute. As a research fellow.
And what me ato efie 5 within efie 7 within 4 years.
Why?
And what me ato efie mako 7 and within just 4 years.
Why are you doing this?
What am I doing? Why is he also doing it?
Why are you doing this?
What is he also doing? Ono no can na yoki.
Donko, let's
you were here saying
you are off air. Say I just said they met me I say meet me upon program and you be a confi. What say? What say?
I otimi ko to fie mako 7.
If you know what hefa.
Na kamera me kan.
Oh, Charlie. Please, not on this platform. I don't allow this thing to be. I don't allow this thing to way on cast obi akoto fi. Oh no, on cast obi akoto. On cast obi akoto say on cast ti. Asama o kano o busa asem. O se no ye adwuma ben. Wo no adwuma no ya na waka. Simple. We enya ntokwa. Will you be happy if people sit on this radio? Also say see obi ka say na wo ye adwuma wo here. Now when you're Juma Hono, now you were ruffled. Metimaja yes ade no. Chief, or say
The man is just married. Me say
Chief.
Most of your ministers, is that not what they are also doing? Ministers no this is do na.
I'm why you say no person here a right.
No, what is bringing what I'm giving back to you?
Watch me. Ubusa amasem no. O say me kai say Eugene na o Danko Institute. Also ye adwuma we na me kai. It's wabusa bibi na wa answer. Na wa kana ye fe. But don't let's go to that tangent. Na we will fear say ya the say nipa for no reason. So also so obey very direct.
Matuasi, me can say
it na me say.
A known fact in this country say omo mrantia na omo mabam nyina about 70% of them were doing their
now last week why my house will call classes.
I don't want to program now. I don't go. Me for by time and go school. Now the time me for by time come to school because we can. Mama say Opia or no of right from school. Yaman deputy ministerial position. No the masters will breach. Now we can be of right every uncle. One can tell me say upon me this is said na tia I don't know the cover. Every weekend be on.
Okay, point
every weekend be a one in Ghana.
It is say you know.
And now Tia can say Rwanda. In France, are you the see 16 million President Baku you we see a tribe we see a tribe we a friend say accusing fingers here over 60 million people died.
All right.
That is going to happen. I'm gonna know now we are going to buy and you can say every maybe. Yeah, unless you cry election, you could just get free. I'm gonna know the bay. Elections will happen. And you don't talk with the president, screen or the president. And then say president knew what Manus Simula should. That's why we have to conduct a fresh election. In this COVID period and the Ukraine crisis, I will say, where are we even going to find the money?
All right, point noted.
So
you are not going to continue again. So we are comfortable with other topics. So thank you. Oh no, we don't go. Yes, what is this Ahoto project? There.
Oh, Ahoto project is something you do for full sale or the Boa party, no, especially the constituencies. And I think say now the national NEC has also supported say Ubia or person or the contribution to the NDC, you know, is welcomed because it's a good initiative. Say a Boa party, no, to make some economic gains. And it's say a package the rentals and the bread was mostly a party activities. I just say you renting your money free abonting. So it's an initiative say okay, the canopies are bremo, Nkonya 100 and a PA system back. So anytime a party ni be any program biano, ya feel yes I could yisika akot jeje sanye manu abonting. So that was the rationale behind the whole project. And in a way, so no, the party need to make sure you so almost be timid the idea by the ama rent. Na afufro for so aba GB. Say MPP from Kwan the Mfa Momo, the Ahana, or Makoseno. So it's an economic venture and then money saving activity. So I think say it's good. It's good, but then this thing should have come very, very, very early. I'm say so early and kebwa party in the park because and you say no I say be by dream by almost say all per flag bearer antina or the way ne babe bibisa. It's a good initiative. Think buy
those
days and kebwa pa.
Dear bear potting canopies
Canopy 4 sets and Nkunya 100 plastic chairs 100
for constituency and as
every constituency be a benya bako
for a set of
4 apata 4 and Nkunya 100 and sound system bako. So it's an initiative, seriously. No.
Francis say and they say it's a constituency in Yari. No be here nipa ne team behind.
That's it. You see, expand on it.
Na bibisa o who's a year
who's a michire bibi mu say
a year nkonwa ya na me da say no we no black na kwesi ara mo trans ya white na we na impata na colors we no dey.
Oh, sincerely minimum pattern colors. It will depend on whatever they, but maybe the end say enye enunu na edi relief every the whole constituency. No, this is just a step. Once me chire mo say one ebe boa party need to save money from going to hide those things anytime programs. Because anytime be program this is a high PA system, canopies, chairs, this is a high. Until when abasano one any outdoor programmer, it means that the constituency already has something. Additions kakrani de beka ho. So yes, it's a good initiative. And
all right,
because they solve a problem, because solve half cry.
And when next door neighbors also approve 47 aspirants for national executive elections.
Yes,
and almost a ruling almost timetable. I say almost democracy almost more active chair more because
sir,
what are you waiting for?
They have money, they can do a lot of things, and we are taking our times to correct most of the friends say mistakes are detected here from the 2020 elections, especially to even card replacement. The whole country. If we are about to concentrate, taking your time, Ashanti there. See, as I speak to you now, card replacement is now going on in Ashanti region. If we are no, you better kwako you be biem. Now be a new member, be a person. See, and this new aya kono to super sobemono. You be biem now so be fresh card. If we 15 regions now, near Saba Ashanti, near Toya Boasi, near Yi. That is what is going on. You know, two American do omachi because as soon America de okusia one share onu okoni nyina obunu yegu. Nti ukosia bia one share na so akosai niema. But King,
all right, my call line so my main pencheche we kakran fi Mr. Abbas Sabote, a project manager, Dr. Dufour's Ahutop project. Mr. Abbas, good morning.
Morning, me ayala.
Now what to say?
Me adumo nze.
Adumo na bia. Edim komo wa na ese Ahutop project mo launch efi Dr. Dufour ho any initiative. Na ncheche mu no yen sheda ntiase yenu abako o se eyi mpata ene can say generator ene nkonwa e de ye ene PA system ene yebusa say sa na tie na eba ne senti na koyesa
we dey kai amincha afantino ina ni ele committee for happen na se ahonko ka project bia akoma NDC especially at the grassroots level. You can't grassroots reach every branches any constituency. Wamona immediate kasi no asudi na down so. It is NDC really power, and NDC lose power. And when they do na gina more form, I form grassroots. And now we can so grassroots mission na all senka. Ibia no yema resources alcohol. Skakakra ombetumi di abua party no see ekesika enyesika say we throwing money at political party and organization nemu no in the party bia wo office at the local level, at the constituency level. Office is in nipa na etiho benya secretariat enyeka na wo so busumi so a bi kakre bi na nipa no so tumi ayire no ayi dwuma We are new ones who are at the branch level. They said you will be koware, obi ye bi tada se ye beba, aware beba, baby to beba. There was a party no koni kanon se na mo koboa no. Ebi a omi to anamon, o ma kosra no. Jagon so mo yi besu. O mo konso a nia. Ebi a kakri bi a yekite ni nti won so je na fashion na mo fambo bi sa na bi sa fa se ntima. Yamani na oya e ma party ni akono. E ma etwe akraba party ni. Inti ahoto project ni ya fapendia uwa Dr. Kwame before the abate. Yemfa micro business we enko the grassroots level. Sene be ya party ni benya didi kakra na dani dano party no ahokeka ewo constituency level ni branch level no ebe ku nenim na yekini apamo abo so no akomure. Enti no na
business no. What are the elements in this business we are talking about? Business.
That's the point I'm driving at.
Okay.
Only party for that issue. In fact, or consulting widely or by constituencies and when we did down the window moon say, rental services business are crazy. It is to me a Yama constituency night at one. And I already say most of these programs are able to be at the big warning, the union here. I want to. For yes, I am an answer. I'll be here. Canopy 2,000%. In China, sir, not today. And the double modern, no, yeah, because party or parties of war party again. That you will, I was saying, oh, yeah, the Sunday by our boss on comfort here and in the Sun. Because the constituency year organic piano, Makin Canopy, Pufoya Bia, did it so thinking, come na modern sound system amplifier account mixer account microphone account and standard speakers also account and so no Sunday number 100 account constituency organ united 275 bia benya nyama mabo na NDC after the sal account instead of 275 about 276 into obia enya butre no ntwe ni de beba na eba there will be a committee at the constituency level one be share that is the padia esumbo ema NDC
been chow no oba kumasi ahụ the air popular pa friend the key bedu renters and can say and owner services into your friend NDC renters ana
and no wakano NDC renters are over the for the aba what can come
NDC renters it is say 7% be worry na me here nkonya ne mpata I contact the nearest constituency
exactly especially so that you pass you back now community facility we are if you say a PSM if you ever say Abon you the man no be 100 people over party you mo ga say we there ya branch chairman ya organizer so the you take it so and so Abo say the party say party no again the party is for Ukinya wow members and far which means the account as a members na ka say you ni anko so a obe again no menya okeka e dey use madin Abo party you know what cannot there
okay 276
exactly
papa no etoye no yenim ne bo
yeah ni bo pa na ni bo
sal ka ho ano abo donko o se sal ka ho ti sal amana 276 how much did it cost him?
Over 8.2, over 8,280,000 Ghana cedis.
2,280,000.
8,280,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay, 8.28 million Ghana cedis.
Exactly, 30,000 cedis per 4020.
All right.
30,000. That is the cost of the equipment.
All right, Chief. Yeah, that's it. So what say I hotono? When the only package or one I say as the days roll by, you better be account.
Oh, I know the letter say for now no. We need the doctor from the little agree one.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So the do also the bank for all the training or the beba.
Mr. Abbas Abuti, thank you.
8 million Ghana cedis. Titino 8 billion. Hey! 80 billion. A jogo. Eba there yo. System cannot be nine. System cannot be nine. Who can know? 82 billion. Billion, sir. 82. Now, Korean canopy.
Nade.
And Korean canopy. Back a day. Abanayo. Yeah.
Now, what problem is it?
What ya? A year president Sputnik and what's up?
80
billion.
Papa now or drug rocket at $22 million.
Sir,
I did not
rocket.
Was it
yeah. Say, you know,
Mamika 47 for any so dear. Madam for Aja. Oh no, but sincerely speaking, I'm say no. Ranting na bamupa. From who said chairman side also Asabi so the heat be abaho.
Now Asabi or ya brante.
Oh, but what the compare mama Canadian ko ya brant you. No, just compare. And now, General Secretary side also say could you answer unity. Also ma Akoko Jumbo we had the kakra.
Jumbo du Akoko.
Na bi could you any Jumbo du when ya Akoko.
Jumbo du Akoko dey.
Ana bi could you any Jumbo du.
52 years or ya Akoko.
Na could you ID say.
That be that's the fact say what chair no penny and say or ya Akoko.
That's Jumbo du have pension.
Oh, well,
no, but it's good.
Na me watch na so Honorable Maxwell Kofi Juma the birthday.
Hey, controversial one.
Ahead of the day, we wish him
advance, my brother.
Happy.
Kaja so who me ache.
Eti o say ya meskano omo meskano susu endoso.
Before
na obi shoot 8.2 cc ano. Point ni answer
Okay. Yes. Aja is it there? Wow, yeah can say some you say my head.
Akwa be head po.
I was say now what dia wo about about see answer be head pa. Why are you? You okay? Okay.
He couldn't have quoted it.
I don't think he's up to that amount.
Yeah, mean business because you mean business. For say, on my budget ye pa. They say and one MP.
This is Mama Kofi
and one MPP. See, I'm breaking. Sa 8 a juma man pegina ha say nyina na e be kwa. So what I say. A juma man pegina aye nyina. E be say de man pegina kofo ko no a ojo man yi gina bia na Ghana abeye ka behwe no. Na afi wo ya no de evuturo egu amamfo ani kan sema kese and we discount we say ya print papers and the call various friends community say amampegini ene na friends apamfo disca eye konfo che emergency amampegini fi wa si a wakwatram no kese se mebre ya kan ya jubilee house o so ben kukubuo
jo mahama ship na
o me kukubuo da mu bi da
ni hotels na odu
o be so ma famra so ya kan ya kan
manya de chesa
so that's it enti we na ya kan say no mo de o mo ncho de ase abre bia yi se ye ko ma kopi yen so na no mo ya expand ye de ko ye a friend say police station for no no so mo de o mo go beyond obi a ewi ase no ni beto dia mama nko no gwo ayi o no pozu eni beto dia no ya seketu o je de mini business
echina because Kofi Juma birthday
ya should very
but through open invitation o ya akoda o ya peni o
na oye ni be o friend kola ho
na nyame ahye no
give for me minerals
nyame ahye no I was a serious citizen so a serious citizen
why
say say mo line no so who say you na mu na ni mu aka se bia oye
what is it
right obi age me fantu
okay oh na say my age dey nyehu
oh no but no my be age we need that authority
right no but kin say give for me minerals ana
nyame ya adoma ochina
o friend kola nyina yi
Kofi Juma birthday yeah we should not happy birthday in advance until next week I be say share biem na ye di dwumadi di abro da wasese otie ye sanso pacho se kasa bi koyi ni titu efi sa politicians ho na ankoya momfanche enipa ho adwuma tore bia sa media production team asi led by Kenneth na fe o mo ka ho nyina e de Kwame Wilder a ono so hwe me IT section ho ma me
Me so be the King Edward, the private chief, the slave. Nyame ya adoma da sene besa hia na mum ye sorry ama Samuel Joaquin Bokim, commander e de agudi honsem e de abrel. Kosuti Hello 101.5 FM.
Hello Sports at Napaka mu yatia.